everybody doing? King Dingbat here. How's everybody doing out there? How you guys? Oh, what a day. What a day for the Eagles in free agency. We still have only brought in one new player. Otherwise, we're just bringing back the same old guys. Philly Cowboy, what's up, buddy? What is Howie doing? I think Howie's taking a nap, dude. I think he had a cold and Philwell took some cough syrup. Went to bed. He hasn't woke up yet. Football guy, what's up, buddy? Time to rebuild. It's frustrating. I don't. I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to understand what's going on, but man, when you see all these names going off the board, you start to think to yourself, like, what the hell is going on? Hopkins was inexcusable. Yeah, Hopkins pissed me off. Now, I will say that people have said that the Texans weren't telling anybody that they were trying to move him. And if that's the case, you can't blame Howie. But if he's out there and he's on the board and you don't do a better deal than that for DeAndre Hopkins, I mean, it's crazy. Maryland Eagle, what's up? Sharky Girl, what's up? I bought 4 cases of Stella at Costco. Smart man. He said, we getting young. What did you think? Come on, bro. Okay, well, we're getting young. I'm okay with the getting young part, but we're the players. We're the players. Getting young, what are we waiting for, newborns? There's no players. We've only signed one guy. And Ronnie McLeod is not a young player, by the way. What's up, Hamburglar? Mark Holmes says hi. I'm sure he does. They should try to make a move for... yeah, I would like to see Beckham. Do we want Robbie Anderson? I don't know. I want Brashad Perryman more. He's waiting for labor, yeah. Are the Eagles doing any big signings? They've done nothing. They've signed one guy, and I really like the signing. But where's everybody else? We're most likely to swing high for the draft. I hope so. But we have a lot of issues, you know? We wasted Wentz career. If we don't get any weapons for Wentz this year... I agree with that because we are entering his prime years right now. You're supposed to have his weapons already set around him. We need to do something. Yeah. I like Jefferson over Ruggs. 4-4, amazing catch rate. Here's my problem, Jesse Davis, with Jefferson. Now, I like Jefferson too. But what I hear is that he can't play outside. He's only a slot guy. If that's the case, I can't take him. Yeah, buddy, what's up, Philly? Sucks to see Malcolm is gone. Yeah, Road Dog, what's up, buddy? Now that everybody's talking trash, they'll do something. No, look, I'm just antsy about them getting somebody. I'm not gonna go off the deep end yet. I'm not there yet. But I just want to know, what are we doing? What's the plan? You know? How Roseman's a fraud, you say? Eagles champ? We'll see. Wednesday is getting really good, but he can't do anything with people. He has to help him. Yeah, true. See, Jay says, Darius will not be an Eagle. He's 27, and when he tried to renegotiate a deal with Detroit last year and did not happen, his place deteriorated. He's 29. He's not 27, but he wants a new contract. E-Zone, the Bucks taking over. Bucks, man, this could be interesting with those weapons. If Brady has anything left, forget about it. Miami Dolphins doing more than the Birds, I know. Eagles UK, what's up, buddy? The Eagles release Malcolm sucks, I know. There is no plan. It feels like it. D'Angelo Adams, what's up, buddy? Thank you for being here. Can't believe they let Howard go. $5 million a year? Would you buy a new Ferrari with the economy as bad as it is? So why should the Eagles? Yeah, I would. Matter of fact, you wait a couple weeks, you may get a good price on it. Philly Talk Podcast, my guy 500, what's up? I feel the same way as you with almost everything. Just got done with the live. Philly Talk Podcast, shout out to you. If you guys haven't, go sub up, my man. Great guy, great video maker. I hope Howie has a plan. Me too. We should get the linebackers. The Lions just released 3 minutes ago. Who did they just release? What are we gonna do at running back now? I think we're going in with Holyfield, Miles Sanders, and Ball Scott. Trade the 13th for the 13th pick for the Niners. I'm a little concerned about that, and I'm sorry I'm behind on some of these. Luke Hill, what's up? We need a speed receiver. We need 3 receivers right now. When do you think the next time the Eagles win a Super Bowl? It depends how we get through things now. Shady is coming, maybe. A defensive end is coming. See, here's my thought. Let's say you bring in a defensive end. You're now paying Fletcher Cox on that line, big money. Brandon Graham, big money. Malik Jackson, pretty good money. The kid we just signed, big money. Derek Barnett is going to be needing an extension. So you're going to sign all those guys, big money. I cannot see them bringing in a defensive end. Not like a Clowney or somebody like that. Yes, Brashard Perriman, I want. Don't you wish we had a front office, the guy from the Ravens, to fleece everyone? Yes, I do. What do you think about trading up to 8 with the Cardinals since they oh, you want to hear something funny about that, Ben? I swear to you guys, I had this dream last night that I was watching football and they were showing Ertz and he making a catch at midfield and he gets up and he's in an Arizona Cardinals uniform. And we had traded Zach Ertz for their first round pick. We traded for the 8th pick overall. I had that dream. I'm not saying it's happening. I'm not saying it should. I'm just saying I dreamt it and it was so vivid that if it happens, you heard it here first. Perriman has one good year and now everybody all got... Well, because he's still cheap, Seneca, and he's talented, you know? We can't afford to have a bad draft this year. No, we cannot. 2020 Vision, what's up, bro? Yes, what's up? Cowboys screw the Dak deal. Next year, Dak will cost... Cowboys stink, dude. And their defense is wet paper bag now. Bro, I'm still in shock over Malcolm. I know, man of God. Me too. Me too. Eagles need a star receiver and above top 10 defense. They do, absolutely. Ertz needs to stay in Philly. Well, what are they going to do? Josh, nice beard, thank you. Somehow your dream might actually happen. You never know. But I swear it was so vivid. And I think it had to do with the fact that DeAndre Hopkins got traded to the Cardinals. Am I scared of the Giants? No, not at all. What's happening with Alshon? I think they're gonna cut him at some point. Brady to the Bucks with that high-powered offense. If he has anything left, they're gonna be good. We focus too much on D-line while our secondary gets torched. Yeah, but that's their bread and butter. I mean, that's how they think about it, you know? Who do I want in the draft? Henry Ruggs III. That's who I want. Trop, what's up, buddy? You know? I would trade Ertz before I trade Goddard, to be honest with you. Any pick for Alshon, you'll get nothing for Alshon. I feel like not getting D-Hop for Wentz making him mad because now a younger get number. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Overall, I think we'll be okay. But the Jenkins situation hurts. Look, we got to remain calm. We don't know what's happening, okay? Hopefully they got something planned. I can't see Clowney coming. He wants $21 million. We got 283 people in here. Please like, please subscribe if you guys haven't. Let's at least get over to 100 likes. Let's get over to 100 likes. Nitro Freak, my man. Shout out to Nitro Freak. Everybody go sub up my man Nitro Freak. When I finally get credit for calling everything on this team past and present, Howie stinks and Ruggs will be the worst pick of all time. Remember this. You're crazy, dude. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Ruggs does not stink. Come on, dude. Would you get lost at your Folsey Society meeting? No way. No way. No way. It's Howie. This asshole doesn't have a plan. I want to know what the plan is. Key Dove. Shout out to Nitro Freak, though. Sub him up. He's crazy sometimes, but that's what I like about him. Do you think we'll make a move? If so, what will it be? I don't know. I really, at this point, I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. Here's what I know so far. If you look at going into free agency, and you look at all the draft visits, all defensive backs and linebackers, then if you look at what they've done so far in free agency, it's all defense. So I think the next move is they're going to bring in another defensive back, like a Will Parks. Maybe they make a huge move for a Darius Slay or Desmond Trufant. That's what I think will happen. Kennard got released. What do you think? I think the Eagles will not spend money on a linebacker. So, nah. 500, my guy, what are we going to do? We need a solid trade to kill draft how he needs. I know. I hear you. Our schedule's hardest in the league. It's going to be tough. Ruggs is in the spotlight in Bama every year. He's not even the 6th best. You're crazy. You're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. First of all, Jefferson's a slot receiver. Can't play outside. Judy is the worst receiver on Bama. Judy's smooth cat. CeeDee Lamb, I agree with you. And I think that Henry Ruggs is a good receiver. He's a very good receiver. But because he's fast, everybody just assumes, oh, he's a one-trick pony. I don't believe that. I think he's another Tyreek Hill. Would you, Nitro Freak, and everybody out there, would you want Tyreek Hill on your team? That's all I have to ask. Well, I mean, Judy's pretty good, Bubba. But people way underrate Ruggs because he's fast. Everybody assumes he's just a one-trick pony. And I'm telling you, it ain't true. I want Ruggs. Raiders going to draft Judy or Lamb? Absolutely. Think we could trade for the 10th pick in the first round? I mean, anything's possible, but you would have to give a lot up. Crazy Mofo, what's up? This just keeps getting worse. Shaking my head. Didn't we call rebuild? Yeah. Wisconsin fan, how you doing? No, Ruggs is not a go route pony. That's what I'm saying. That's only because he's fast. Everybody assumes, oh, he's John Ross, he's Deshaun, he's Robbie Anderson. He's not. Just go watch his tape. He's not. The guy can run every route. He's a very good route runner. He even blocks. Anyone who says Ruggs isn't good, I think people underrate Ruggs because he's fast. There's a reason he's a top 3 wide receiver in this draft. I like Jefferson. Jefferson, can he play outside? They say he's only a slot receiver. If that's the case, I'm not taking a slot receiver in the first round. Yeah, Robbie Anderson's still free agent. Now, I would say that he's a one-trick pony. I believe that. $30 million for him, yeah. I don't want Melvin Gordon too much money. But me and Nitro, we're going to have to make a little bet. If the Eagles get Ruggs, we're going to make a little bet about him. We're going to make one anyways. Yeah, there's a chance we'll re-sign Malcolm. They said that they're going to let him test free agency. So if they do, we'll see. We got 337 people here. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to be live tomorrow too, probably earlier in the day. I'll have a little more time. It's been kind of hectic with this whole virus thing and everybody's home, and then I got all this work to make up because I haven't been doing anything for the last few days. So 49ers, well, yeah, that's what I'm hearing. The 49ers may trade back, but they also need a receiver. If they lose Emmanuel Sanders, they're going to take a receiver at 13. So we better hope they trade back. You wanted Corey Littleton, but I guess the Eagles, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Drew. They don't value it. And if I'm missing any of your comments, I apologize. Raiders are trash? Absolutely. Thoughts on Leonard Floyd? I like him. What do you mean? I'm hyped. My Raiders signed Littleton. Yeah, I liked Littleton. I knew the Eagles won't spend money on it. Look, the Eagles will spend money on the line so that they can have lesser linebackers. I like Laviska Shenault from tapes and what I see in games, but he was injured at the combine, and it was just a bad combine. I think he's going to be a second or third round pick. Trade for Slay, sign Logan Ryan, sign Anderson, or trade for Cooks. Or is this a choice or do all? I would trade for Odell Beckham Jr. I would do that over any of those. Trash receivers, routine injuries. I have a bad feeling that Wentz won't last long. He needs help. He needs weapons. Eagles trade for a corner not yet discussed. What do you mean by them? I mean, I would say Darius Slay is a possibility. Logan Ryan, at this point, sure, why not? Darius Slay at this point, sure, why not? But it goes against what Howie wants to do. Did I miss a super chat? Shit, I think I missed one. See if I can find it. Whoever did a super chat, it won't let me read till later, till after the stream. Thank you for the super chat, whoever that was. I will definitely find out who you were later, and thank you. Get Slay and Odell Beckham Jr.? Yes. Which receiver? I think the Eagles are going to get Perryman. I think we get Perryman. I wouldn't be surprised if they trade for Brandon Cooks either. That's another one to keep an eye on. Yeah, no more Pac-12. The 49ers should get Robbie and give us that pick for first, third, fourth, and Derek Barnett. Whoa. You want to trade. Wait. 49ers should get Robbie and Anderson, then give us the pick for a first, third, and Derek Barnett. That's too much. I wouldn't give up that much. Trade for Landry. I'd rather have Beckham. Robbie Anderson, to me, is fair. One trick pony. It was Birds Nation. Okay, Birds Nation, man. Shout out to you. Thank you for the super chat. It's scrolling so quick that I didn't see it, but I apologize. But thank you for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate it. John Demesh, thank you, buddy. No more Pac-12 for your trash. Pac-12. Is that not CeeDee Lamb? You don't want him? Folsey and Society. Oh, there he is, John Rads. John Rads is the biggest Folsey and Society member. Maybe one of them. He's got to get. I got to send you a Folsey and Society shirt. You and Pope Nitro. Should we sign Jadeveon Clowney? No. He wants $21 million a year. You know? Mark Holmes. I feel like Mark Holmes. Like all the videos I did today, I feel like I had a Mark Holmes day. I would love the Eagles to just sign a bunch of solid cornerbacks like Brian Poole. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, we're going to need another running back. Go get Chris Harris and draft Antoine Brooks Jr. from Maryland. I like him. Good safety. Avery should play linebacker next season, and I agree Russell does to switch safety. Well, they're going to switch Mills now, and I can't, what was the other thing? Avery. I want Avery. I want him pass rushing. I want him pass rushing. Philly Talk Podcast, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Perryman, high risk, high reward, cheap though. Well, that's what it is. He's cheap, No, he wants 20-something a year with ain't worth that kind of money. You talking about Jadeveon, Bubba? Never traded the number 20 a third to move up to 10. Denver traded the 20th and a third to move up last year. Did they really? That's interesting, but you got to remember, each year it's valued differently depending upon how good the draft is. If it's a top-heavy draft, if it's a deep draft, all those things. Go trade for some eggnog. No more eggnog till November. We need that 13th pick. I agree, but I feel like this just fall nicely for us. We got to do is get it. We might. I mean, the 49ers might want to trade. If you see them sign a Robbie Anderson or if they re-sign Emmanuel Sanders, there's a good chance. Perryman is a number 1, too, but he's a nice deep threat with a high upside. He's high upside. You know what I like about Perryman? He did all his damage when everybody was hurt. Nitro, I think Foles is going to the Pats. I do too, Nitro. I think Foles is going to the Pats. I'm the biggest Foles fan ever, and I'll be odd even for me. I think he's going to. I want it to happen. I want Foles in New England. See, I don't view New England like other people because a lot of people just hate them. I don't care for them, but they're not in our conference. They're not in our division. They don't hurt us, so whatever. We need to jump the Raiders at 12. What do you suggest? David Gray, 500. What's up, What's up, David Gray? Nitro, I don't know if you were here earlier, but I had a dream last night that the Eagles traded the first round. The Eagles traded Zach Ertz to the Arizona Cardinals for the 8th or 9th pick in the draft. Swear it was the most vivid dream ever. It happened last night. You never know. I hope Foles goes to the Pats and has stability. He deserves it. I hope so too. Mims, Perryman, Jackson. I think that would be the best receiving core. How about Perryman, Ruggs, Jackson? I'm in. I would be all for that. Me too. George, what's up? Jets pick at 11 and need a tight end. Interesting. Trade him to the Jets. People do not like when I even talk about that. Yo, 500, wake up, Howie. Yes, Zoe. Do the Mark Holmes. Hey, friends. Mark Holmes, what's your buddy? Cowboy Joe Boo. And I want to thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Do you know that we don't always get what we want? You know that sometimes things aren't the way they're supposed to be? But that's okay, because all our Dallas Cowboys keep fighting for you. That's Mark Holmes right there. John Demesh, I was born in Philly. I live in Massachusetts. I love the Eagles. I hate the Patriots. And I love you, John Demesh. But I would hate the Patriots too. Mikhail, a dingbat. What about this one? Fletcher Cox on our first-round pick to move up in the draft. You want to give... I thought about Fletcher Cox. Would the Eagles consider trading him soon? He's like $20 million a year. Drozo Eagles, what's up, buddy? I saw your comment that I should be streaming for 2 hours. I said, hey, you know what? He's right. Where do you see us drafting a running back this year? I see us drafting no running back, signing an undrafted running back. Yeah, I think Jeffrey's going to go. He better be going. Dr. Junior Joseph, what's up? Deshaun Jackson will break down. Absolutely. Bubba says, Dallas paid $100 million for a soft-ass wide receiver that can't play on the road in cold weather. Absolutely. $20 million a year. And then they lose they lose Quinn today to Chicago. Good. I thought he was their best pass rusher. Then they lost Byron Jones, their best corner. Their defense is going to be soft, man. If you're thinking trading Cox, go take a look at the last playoff. I'm just throwing out there, whatever. What is your conspiracy theory? Well, I don't really have a conspiracy theory channel. I have another channel called King Dingbat, which I want to put weird things on it. But the problem is it's connected to this account. So if I get demonetized on that channel, I get demonetized all over. So I have to go and create a brand new account, which I'm thinking of doing. Because I want to have a conspiracy channel. Because I want to talk some deep, crazy shit. Cox will retire. Eagle. Well, who knows? Who will be the next Eagle signing? I'm going to say defensive back Will Parks of the Denver Broncos. Are the Eagles rebuilding? I don't know what the plan is right now. See, what I'm worried about is that they went all in for Byron Jones and lost out. They had their second option, and now they're just kind of sitting around. Why didn't you sign McLeod and Jaylen Mills 2-3 weeks ago when you could have? Why now? It's like they didn't know what they were doing until something went wrong, and then they reacted. I'm mad we lost Howard. We need another running back. I know, Jersey, Sixer. I know. We didn't spend big in 2017. Free agency, it was that late pickups, Blunt and Smith, McLeod, Brooks. Well, we went out and we got Alshon Jeffrey. That was a pretty big pickup. He was the number one wide receiver. What about Alshon and the coronavirus for a 6th-round pick? I'm in. Get Robbie Anderson. Here's my issue. I like Robbie Anderson, I do. And I wanted to get him at the trade deadline when Deshaun was hurt. But if you got Robbie Anderson and Deshaun Jackson, I mean, do you kind of have two of the same guys? I mean, wouldn't you rather get like a guy like a Brashad Perriman who can maybe do a little more physical with speed? Eagles keeping people in the dark, yo. I know. That's how they do it. Ertz not going anywhere. No, I wouldn't worry about Ertz going anywhere. That was just a dream. Is Alshon Jeffrey still on the team? Technically, yes. What do you think about signing Mel Gordon? He would want too much money. He's going to want like $9-10 million a year. Hitman Sticks, what's up? We need a sign for a nose tackle. Well, look, I know people don't like. I'm telling you, that move was a great move. It's a good move. He's going to be a defensive tackle with the Eagles. You know. What's up, drones? Our Eagles? Do you think we'll get Odell Beckham? I don't, but I would love to. So no Kelly Green this year? I haven't heard anything. I wait every year. So we got 431 people here. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Brady's going to the Bucks. Aguilar stinks. We need a linebacker. We need 3 linebackers. Grunchberg, what's going on? Rerun. What's going on with you, man? I would take the 7th to get rid of Jeffrey just to get him. I would trade a 4th to get rid of him. Drew says, everyone listen up. Hi. 21 Malik Jackson to the Niners. 11. What do you think? For the 13th? Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't do it, but I would. If we could get a first for Ertz, I'll do it in a heartbeat. If I could get a real high first, I would do it. Robbie's like 6'3", he could develop, but I like Perriman. Well, and Robbie Anderson's going to cost you a lot of money. Perriman is still got to prove himself, right? So he's more of a risk, but he's cheaper. Yeah, I think Brandon Cooks is a very realistic trade target people should watch because they wanted him coming out of that draft. How do you feel about the first couple days, Phil? Love your videos. Thank you, Bryce. And I'm sorry if I'm missing any of your comments. They're just going too quick. I can't keep up. But I am trying to answer all of them. And if I miss one, just repeat it. How about signing Demarcus Robinson or Brandon Cook? I think Demarcus Robinson is coming. I think he could definitely be the next guy. Do we keep Malik now? I think they're going to, but I wouldn't be surprised if they shop him. Johnny says, Ertz cannot go. We need Hart. I don't think Ertz is going anywhere. 2020 is a bit weird without Malcolm. It is. Cut Alshon and bring in Dez. I don't want Dez. My team, first round pick to get the snitch out of here. Oh, man. Watch Howie is going to bring back. It's just, that worries me because I feel like that could happen. And I'm going to be so pissed off. Like, seriously, you want to see me flip out have the Eagles re-sign Nelson Aguilar. I'll lose it. Brady to the Bucks. I think if Brady has anything left, if he's 80% of what he was with those weapons, they're very dangerous. Chris Harris Jr. to the Eagles? Yeah, possibly. I mean, I'm open to it. John Dunham, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Says, who do you think the Eagles will sign from free agent tonight or tomorrow? I'm guessing Will Parks, defensive back of the Broncos. That's my prediction. I think they're going to focus on the first few days on defense. If they resign Nelson, I'm going to become a Cowboys fan. I'm going to lose it. Howie trying to get Jamal Adams? Give me a link. Give me the link to that. Oh, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans. Could you imagine? AB with Brady. Is AB going to go to Tampa? I doubt he would. But you never know. Trade Ertz for draft pick. He's breaking down. I would do it for a top 10 pick. I would. Lions cut Devon Kennard. Yeah, I think the Eagles won't touch a linebacker. Who on the Eagles is slower than Alshon? Probably Isaac Sayamalo. In the draft, who are you looking forward to in draft? I want one of the top 3 wide receivers. So as of now, what is your secondary looking like? Looking as bad as your secondary, dude. We look like trash, just like you. Your team, not you personally. Most of us, if not all of us in the chat, got better hands than Aguilar. Absolutely. My pinky's better than both of his hands. No way I would have traded for Stephon Diggs. Oh, no. No, they gave up way too much. Can't give up. I wouldn't even have given up a first-round pick. Must get an elite wide receiver to go with a rookie wide receiver. Well, I mean, I don't know what elite receivers are out there. Yeah, I would like to see Clinton Dix come. Yeah, we need at least 2 linebackers, if not 3. Robert Quinn signing, I think is a great signing for Chicago. I thought he was their best defensive pass rusher. What's up, Greg Mills? Eagles will probably convert Deshaun to linebacker. I don't know. Diggs if he's there, Evans. I just don't know that he would be there when we pick. You need Darius Slay to be traded here right now. What do you want to give up for Darius Slay? What would you give up for him? I would give up maybe a third. I don't think I'm going second. Grugier Hill said goodbye. Yeah, he's in Miami now. Mark Barron, he's more of a linebacker, right? He was a safety, now linebacker. Yeah, I would be open to it. Jalen Mills being faster than Jenkins will be an upgrade if Mills plays as smart as Jenkins. Well, that's the question. Can he? I am bummed out. Aguilar is out most likely. He had a great Super Bowl for... John, I'm sorry that you're bummed about Aguilar, but I'm very happy. Cowboys after Clowney. Sign Clowney. I think Clowney, after everything that happened, I think he would be perfect with Dallas. I want you guys to spend all your money. Philly 500. This feels like a rebuild instead of a retool. Yeah, it does. But it's early, though, you know. I just feel like the Eagles, and I don't know. Here's my gut feeling on the whole thing is that they went hard after Byron Jones. They didn't get him. Their backup plan was to sign the kid Hargrave. So they signed him. Now they're kind of like trying to figure out, oh, well, what do we want to do now? We were going to let all these guys go because we're going to spend all this money on Byron Jones. Now let's bring back these guys. Let's bring back Mills. Let's bring back Ridgeway. Well, not Ridgeway because he was brought back, but let's bring back McLeod. And they only did it after everything failed with Byron Jones and they have no backup plan. That's what I think or feels going on. Do I know that it is? I don't know. Dallas was playing everybody but Dak. He should sit out the season. Yeah, they don't want to pay Dak. We need to rebuild, not retool. I think you got to retool. But sometimes retooling can take 2 years. Logan Ryan's still out there, yeah, he's out there. Eagles sub club. I got here. What is your reaction to Brady the Bucks? If Brady's 80%, if Brady's even 75%, with those weapons, watch out for the Bucks. Yo, look, we got a lot of time to make a move. Any chance Howie's relying on practice squad guys? Oh, yeah, I think so. AB just needs to apologize and we bring him. I don't think the Eagles would touch him. We need Joyner and Trotter to come back. I know we do, yeah, buddy. Philly Talk Podcast, thank you for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate it. Imagine Wentz versus Foles playoffs. Eagles-Bears. I love it. Do you think Foles is going to end up in Chicago? What the hell are we doing? I don't think we're going back to the Super Bowls, 500 Kelvin. I don't know. We're just sitting around. I don't know what's going on. Sean Fitzpatrick, my man, what's up? Howie, Mel Kiper Jr. Roseman getting ready to be unleashed in a month. In a month? The longer they delay paying Dak, the more it's going to cost them. I know. It's true. Seth Joyner's coming out of retirement to say that that's ridiculous. Do you think the coronavirus just buried the future of the XFL? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think that it should, but, I mean, totally could. Who's the locker room leader going to be this year? Fletcher Cox, I guess, defensively. Dallas disrespected Dak, they did. No such thing as a rebuild when you have an elite quarterback. Yeah, it's a retool. Carson's going to have a great career. Yeah, I think Carson's having a great career now. I think Carson's fine, but he needs weapons. Philly 500, not Miami. Not much. Miami, yeah, they're the Miami Eagles now. That's true. Derek Bryant, what up? How are you? Can't waste these years. Of course, his prime make. Well, that's what I'm saying. He's entering his prime years now. You have to give him weapons. I don't know. I don't really care for it, Sean. To be honest, I like it kind of the way it is. Brady just signed with the Bucs. Yep, Tom Brady is a Buccaneer. That is going to be weird. Carson McLeod, Desmond Trufant, I'm all for it. Christian down here says, monster backfield, my dude. We good back there. Okay. Mike Evans to Philly. Bucs sign AB for Brady. I don't think they're going to get rid of Mike Evans now with Brady. What can Howie do that will make you stand up and say, Howie, you're the man? I'll tell you what. He could have gotten DeAndre Hopkins. I would have been saying it. Right now, you have to trade for somebody and just get a really good player and a really good deal. That would be it. Andrew, what's going on, buddy? I was out for a couple hours. Anything pop Jenkins? Yeah, Jenkins is gone. The Eagles are releasing Malcolm Jenkins. They're not going to pick up his contract, so he's hitting free agency. I heard Howie had no idea that B-Hop was on the table. I think that may be true because I think a lot of teams had no idea and couldn't believe he was so cheap. Get me Odell Beckham Jr. Yeah, Bubba, now you're talking. Epinenza said to drop in the second round due to play as a 4-3 type guy. What do you think if move up a second? Yeah, I'm all for moving up for him in the second. Especially if I've gotten my wide receiver in the first. You think Howie's lost? We just got to wait and see. 500, we need Howie to work his magic and be smart. I know. I hear you. I'm going to miss Jordan Howard. Figure we're going to re-sign him for $5 million a year for 2 years. I don't know why we didn't. You would love to grab Odell Beckham? Me too. No, don't even say that, Eagles champ. I can't deal with that, man. Do you think we should trade for Fuller to be our second wide receiver? Trade for the 13th pick, either get Julia Ruggs. Thing with Fuller is he's always hurt. He's always hurt. And it's like, I don't want to go down that road with guys that are hurt. You know what I mean? Keenan Allen for a second. How old's Keenan Allen? I think we have solid running backs. Yeah, I like our running backs. I love how he doesn't give up too much. He never lets the other team win in trades. I know, but he's got to make some. He hasn't done any. We need deep speed. You need deep speed bad. Odell Beckham Jr., Perryman, Ruggs, or Mims. Odell Beckham, I would say number one. Number two, Ruggs for me, in terms of who I want. Am I worried about the cornerback? Very worried about the cornerback situation. Absolutely. Morningway is better than Doug. Doug's out after next year. Doug will be the coach, but I wouldn't be surprised if Morningway slides into that offensive coordinator position. We also just got another compensatory for Howard, so we can move up. Yeah, we got a 6. Well, you're not going to get it this year, I don't believe. I believe you get it next year. Are the Eagles getting a conditional 6 for Jordan this year? No, I believe you get it in 2021, not this year. Fuller is always hurt. No, always. That just shows how he's a bad GM if he didn't know D-Hop was on. Well, that's inexcusable because I would have given up a lot more for DeAndre Hopkins. I've accepted we're going to get gashed in the secondary all year long. Might. Philly special, what's up? Philly, we'll do it. Give up my third for Derek for a good corner. I love it. Dingbat, what are your thoughts on Chris Harris Jr.? I like Chris Harris Jr. Old, but he's older. I want younger guys, man. That's why I wanted James Bradbury. That was the guy I wanted. They didn't do it. Eagles should sign Ajayi, who's power back. I said give the kid Holyfield a chance. I do think Howie's going to trade up. I feel like the Eagles are almost ignoring free agency and everything's going to be about the draft. That was a finesse job by Arizona. Even David Johnson has to bounce back. Arizona, man, they ripped them off. I'm sorry. You're talking about a running back who's injured. You want Okuda? You have to get up to like 7 to have a chance at him. Would you draft a safety in the first since Malcolm James? Here's what I would do, T-Zilla. If I was going to take a defensive player at all in the first round, it would probably be Xavier McKinney if he's there. I would probably trade back and then get Grant Delpit. But I wouldn't draft a corner in the first round except for Okuda, who won't be there. The best defenseman that I would like to get, which is going to be impossible to get, besides Chase Young, is Isaiah Simmons. He ain't going to be there. But I would draft 2 of those safeties maybe, but not. I won't draft a corner in the first. Something tells me Howard was damaged goods. Maybe. We'll find that out this year. I don't understand why you love Wheelchair Wentz so much. Well, I don't understand why you love Eli Stink Manning with that. Same thing. If Ruggs and Judy and Lamb is gone before we pick, would you look for the Eagles to pick up? If those 3 are gone, I would say my choices probably would be Xavier McKinney at safety, Jefferson, or Mims. And it would be one of those 3 guys. What's up, Justin Walker? Would you take Henderson at 21 and then trade the second for both thirds for 30? I would not. I'm not taking a corner in the first. I'll take a safety, but I'm not taking a corner. I think you can get good corners in the second. I just don't understand how the Eagles can't take one of these wide receivers. People get mad at me because I say they got a trip for top 3 receiver, but look who drafts our receivers over the last 10 years. How do you trust a guy to draft the right receiver in the second round when he can't draft them at all? I have to go get one of the surest things I can, and nobody's a sure thing, but I'll go with the consensus top 3. Tom Brady's with the Bucks. Jason Witten's with the Raiders. Yeah, I'm glad Jason Witten's with the Raiders. And that's all because Mark Holmes. Trade Wayans is decent, and I like Mims. Trade Wayans is decent. I like Mims and Jefferson. Yeah. Do you think the division is garbage again, or do you think I think the Giants are going to be a lot better. At least Eli was reliable. Yeah, reliably losing for years. Do you think the Niners are going to trade back and get a second like a Mims draft a Lamb? Philly got to get up the board. Yeah, I think that they're either going to take like a Judy or Lamb if they're there at 13, maybe even Ruggs, or they trade back. So, I would trade for Odell Beckham, but I'm not giving up a first round pick for him, and that may break it. I feel like all the teams sweeping up all the good guys, and Howie's just I feel that way too. What about linebackers like here? Well, I love Patrick Queen, Psycho Steve, but the Eagles don't value linebackers. When is the last time this team when's the last time they even had a linebacker that early? What team did Jason Peters hasn't gone to any team yet? I'd be happy if we drafted O-line, never a bad pick. They might. But I think you got to go. They need skilled positions. They need to take care of the receiver, and they need to take care of the corner. Isn't it interesting that the 2 positions, well, it's not, it's just fact. The 2 positions that the Eagles struggle with the most is the 2 positions that they need the most. It just goes to show you. They can't draft corner either. They can't draft wide receiver. Is Jordan Matthews? Yeah, he is. I don't want you. You're trying to aggravate me, Sean Fitzpatrick, because that just makes my blood boil. Brady looks nasty, but aren't the Bucks getting new jerseys? Demarcus Robinson, I think, is very realistic. You know, Mark Holmes keeps saying the Eagles stink. So what does that make the Cow? Mark Holmes is really trying to troll you guys. He thinks that I wanted Byron Jones. I mean, I'm like, do you even watch what I say? I've said it 1,000 times. I don't want him. How do you feel about drafting CeeDee Lamb, number 1 wide receiver? I'm all in. I'm in for CeeDee Lamb. Let's do it. You want to do it? Let's do it. Let's figure it out and do it. I'm all for it. I'll trade up. I'll trade Ertz for 8th pick. Get CeeDee Lamb. Although I'd probably take Isaiah Simmons there. Miami will be a better coach with all the talent there again. Yeah, it's just sure. What if they gave up Ertz for Odell? I want to give up Ertz for Odell. Plus, they just signed. Didn't they just sign the kid from Atlanta? Made him the highest paid tight end. Philly 500. I got off work. Please update me. I love you, man. System of the Knot. Love you too. Eagles brought back Jalen Mills. Brought back not Rodney McLeod. Brought back Nick Sudfeld. And they told Malcolm Jenkins to hit the road. So, that's about it. They haven't signed any new guys all day. When the economy is bad, when you buy. Look, when it comes to the economy, that's really going to kill us. But right now, the NFL isn't hurting for money. They don't have any games being played. They're not missing anybody out of attendance. They're perfectly fine. They're set. They stand to make tons of money with the upcoming TV contracts. No, I do not. Trufant is 30 years old. No, we don't need no more old heads. Trufant's 39. I thought he was 28. Jenkins is 33, right? I don't think we need to trade up anymore. Man, you don't think we need to trade up? I think Odell Beckham Jr. would rather have Carson as a quarterback. But it won't happen. No, what is going on with the Sixers 500? They're all sick, and I guess they're in isolation right now. What's sad is the last time the Eagles traded for a linebacker was Kiko. Oh my God, Kiko Alonso. That you want to see? I wish I did. I wish I did my videos back then because I flipped out. Trufant's gonna be 30. Yeah, that's too old for me, man. But you know what? They might not have a choice at this point. I mean, what other corners are out there? Demarcus Cousins, put him on the defensive line. Demarcus Cousins. Barnett will become a beast this year. He may benefit from Hargrave the most. Him and Fletcher Cox. How do you double team those guys? Yep, Brady to the Buccaneers, everybody. So Tom Brady gonna get $30 million a year. I don't know how long it's for. Well, he said we were getting younger. It seems like he meant it. Yeah, until he signed Rodney McLeod. Rhodes, I think Rhodes is too old. Breland is the only cornerback worth getting. What do you think? Right now, I mean, I think there's a couple other ones, but I wouldn't mind. You know, do you think Howie trades Cox? He said there will be a lot of familiar faces going. I don't think they're going to trade Cox. I don't think they will trade Cox right now. Yes, get CeeDee Lamb. Trufant on a win-you deal, many. Yeah, I have no problem with that, Joe M. You know, I believe Ertz is the best tight end in the league. Yeah, I have no problem with that. I'll say receiving tight end. We have Ball Scott, Sanders, Elijah Holyfield. What do we do at running backs? I think they probably bring in another guy. I wouldn't be surprised if you see them sign someone draft. The Eagles like to sign and draft the free agent running backs. Eric, what's going on? Trey Waynes, I would be okay with. Brady got paid, man. More money in the pot. The CBA give them more money to work with. Cox needs to retire an Eagle. Okay. You think we should get C.J. Henderson or Fulton? Well, both of them are going in the first, or are they going in the second? I like Henderson in the second. I wouldn't mind at this point. I wouldn't mind Logan Ryan. Look, I would like a young corner, but like I said, what corners are left? They all seem a little older. Not happy Malcolm Jenkins is going terrible. Me too, Drew Johnson. I don't like it either. Maybe Avonte Maddox is the answer. I don't know. I mean, maybe that they were coached so bad that now they got a new defensive back coach, it'll be better. We got 550 people here. Please please subscribe if you're new to the channel. We're going to do this all the time. Do this tomorrow again, as well as every video of every breaking news thing. So be sure if you haven't to like and subscribe. Thoughts on Trubisky? I'm all out of whiskey. 'cause I lost my Trubisky. I know Philly was right to say that the Bears still stink. He stinks. Trade for Gilmore. Yeah, right. I would trade for Gilmore in a second. Psycho Steve, can I get a shout out from my boy Ice Wallacom? I don't know what that is. Okay. Shout out to your boy Ice Wallacom, even though I can't say your name. Happy birthday to you, buddy. And shout out if my man's listening. Shout out to Jadis Young. Shout out to Jadis Young. You hear that, Jadis Young? Shout out to you, buddy. I love you. We should kept Malcolm Jenkins. We need to go. I would have kept him. Who just compared Wentz to Mahomes? I'll compare him. I have no problem comparing them. Not so much who's more accomplished or that sort of thing, but I think that they do both are vertical passing quarterbacks. That's why I think the Eagles should be trying to change this offense up. What's up from the hospital in Minnesota? Steven, you're in the hospital? I hope everything's okay with you. Shout out to you. Are you at the Mayo Clinic? Winston's to the Chargers, really? Or is that just what you think? I'm on lockdown with my work. Might not be able to pay for internet by the time the season starts. I'm sorry, man. Twain Eagle, we lost Malcolm and Jordan Howard. We did. Shout out to Twain Eagles 215. Everybody sub him up. Trade for Allen Robinson from the Bears. I don't want to do it. Brady is better than Rodgers. Yeah. Robbie Anderson. Well, it's been very quiet. Has anybody heard anything about him? Philly Fan D, thank you for the super chat. Odell Beckham, I would love to get. Me too. I would love it, especially when we play the Giants. We got 526 people. Please like, please subscribe if you haven't. Let's get at least over 200 likes. The wide receiver from the Buck, Brashad Perriman, but Evans, people want to trade for him. It ain't happening now. Yeah, I mean, Jenkins still could come back to the Eagles. They said that they're going to let him test free agency. If he doesn't get what he wants, he'll come back. But you know where I think he's going to end up? You're going to hate me for saying this. I just got this weird feeling, and it's because of Mark Holmes. I think Dallas is going to make a play for Malcolm Jenkins. I hate to say it. I like Allen Robinson, yeah. Thank you, iShine101. I love Mims. I like Mims. Actually, most of my top 5 has really been Lamb, Judy, Ruggs, Jefferson, Mims. I'm starting to put Mims over Jefferson only because of the fears that Jefferson cannot play on the outside, that he's only a slot receiver. If he can convert to the outside, then I would have him probably 4. Trade for Jamal. What would Jamal Adams cost? I like our James. I love Cal. Giants. James Bradbury pickup. Good job. I like everything the Giants did so far this all season. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Martinez ain't the greatest linebacker, but he's decent. But we could run on his ass. I'd be okay if the Eagles picking up Cooks. There's a rumor out there that the Eagles are in on possibly getting Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks would cost like a 4th-round pick, something cheap like that. But he's been banged up. Brian Butler, what's up? I think Xavier Rhodes too old. I think the Giants are having a good offseason. I actually like the coach that they had. I like the Giants hiring of their coach better than Dallas. Because how many coaches go to win a Super Bowl one team and go to the other and then win again? Doesn't happen. Eagles are laying eggs in free agency, Rude. What's up, Rude? Don't be rude, Rude. Come on, dingbat. Dolphins are loading up. I thought the Dolphins were going to make a run at Brady. What do you think we could get for Alshon? I think you can get absolutely nothing, but you can give something maybe to get him. Get rid of him. Cooks has way too many concussions the last 2 years. Yeah, he gets banged up too much. I agree with it. But, if they let Robbie Anderson and Brashad Perriman go and Robinson go, it may be the only thing they can do. Would the Eagles be a Super Bowl contender if they got Christian McCaffrey? No, but I would like it. I was wrong about Christian McCaffrey. I didn't think he was going to be as good as he is. I thought he was going to be kind of just like a out of the backfield kind of guy, you know. Mariota, the Raiders, interesting. I was hoping we would have signed him. Alshon, nobody wants Alshon Jeffrey, man. Jamal Adams would be a great replacement for Jenkins. Yeah, but what's he going to cost? At least first round pick, right? At least maybe 2 first round. What did Dallas offer for him? Odell Beckham's a cancer. I'll take my chance. I'll take a shot. Giovanni, Mahomes and Wentz got same skill. They're both very skilled players. I think they got the same style in terms of I think they're both vertical passing quarterbacks. The problem for Wentz has been that Eagles don't have that, and the Kansas City Chiefs cater their offense to their quarterback perfect. Yeah, I'm all about Clinton Dix. You know, I'm all about it. What does anybody know what Detroit's asking for Darius Slay? Hey, I was wrong on Miles Sanders when you went back and forth about the pick last year. Yeah, thanks, Bubba. Well, I like him. He's been really something. I think Dallas offered a one something else, but just wanted 2 number 1. Yeah, see, I can't give 2 number 1s. Can't do it. Mo Wentz. I'll beg a team to take Jeffrey. Yeah, you can do that. They're going to get Clowney. Man, that's just a lot of money to be thrown at your defensive line. I mean, that's a lot of money. You got Miles Sanders. Swift shadow. You really did? Man, shout out to you, man. That's awesome. What do you think about Jordan Howard in Miami? Horrible. It pissed me off. I wanted Howard back. For $5 million for 2 years? $10 million for 2 years? $5 million a year? I'd have done it. It's too high as of now. I think Detroit still wants at least a 1. Yeah, I'm not. I'll give them a 3rd. I will give them a 3rd right now. Our first 3rd for Darius Slay. Yeah, Clint Dix may be a guy. I'm the only one who saw Eagles letting Jenkins go coming. You did, Lucas, because I really thought, especially when they re-signed Mills. What you think about getting Perriman and Slay trade up for Isaiah Simmons? Well, here's the thing. You have to get up to like 7 or 8 to be able to get Isaiah Simmons. I think Isaiah Simmons is a stud. I think he's an absolute stud. You would have to give up like 2 first-round picks. I like Perriman and I like Slay, but I just don't think you have enough firepower to get up that high. You're very pissed, Twin Eagles. Yeah, I hear you. North Philly, a 500. Is Malcolm Garner just a free agent? He's technically right now he's a free agent. He could come back if he decides, he can't get what he's asking for. Howard is in Miami now. 500, I think we could do well with RG3. Call me crazy, but I like he did well. Yeah, look, I mean, if you want to bring him in as a backup, I'm all for it. Would it be an issue to be a subpar playoff team to get younger? Look, if they do it in the right way, then yeah, I mean, I can live with it. I can live with it. If like you have to take a step back so that the next 3, 4, 5 years you're competing, like really competing, then do it. But that's not what I see going on here, We need linebackers, corners, wide receivers, now a bigger back. Yeah, I agree. Howard, Jenkins, Vitae, all gone. I told you if they were going to bring Jenkins back, they would have paid him last year. Yeah, you were right. Clowney hurt Wentz last year. I don't want him. He did, definitely. Audrey says, nope, I never wanted Howard back. When you have a stinger for 7 weeks, you got to go. I hear you. Hey, 500, is the Gov going to give us $1,000? William says that. Yeah, they want to give us $1,000. It's chump change. Well, no, I don't. They probably are going to do something, but I don't want them to do it. I don't want them to do it. I don't want them telling us that they could support us. I don't want them taking care of me. Forget that. Give me the payroll tax they're talking about. Give me the payroll tax. It's like, for me, it'd be like $1,800 a month. That's what I want. I hate taxes, I got to tell you. I hate taxes. Justin says, breaking news, Texans trade J.J. Watt to the Eagles for 3 rolls of toilet. Yeah, right? Oh, a 3rd for Slay would be a good deal for both teams, even throw in a 5th round. Yeah, think, I would do that. It doesn't matter who Wentz's backup is because I'm confident that he will play all 16 games. Yeah, I am too. Are you locked up like this? No, I'm not locked up in the Bay Area. They're not doing that around here yet. But it could change. They're just telling people, you should stay in. And then my wife went to the store, and they're only letting like 20 people in at a time. So you have to wait outside in line. It's like crazy. 1,000 minus taxes equals $100. I don't want it. No, give me my payroll tax. That is good. I'm all out of whiskey, 'cause I lost my Trubisky. I know Philly was right to say that the Bears still stink. I'm sorry I messed that up. I just had a thought about Josh from Sports Fury for a second. We're supposed to do a conspiracy theory show. Fruggs is gone. We get Jefferson or Higgins. I gotta go Jefferson. I'm gonna say this about Higgins. Higgins is weird to me because I watch his tape and I think this guy's good, but I don't think he's that athletic. You know what I mean? And I just worry about Higgins 3, 4, 5 years from now. Like, is he gonna slow up and get really slow, or what? Oh, I like Chase Claypool too. I know I need to be a scout for the Eagles. You ain't kidding. I'm ready. No, I'm not. I'm not from Cali. Absolutely not. I'm definitely not from Cali. I'm in Cali. I'm not from Cali. No, I was born in Philly. Grew up in South Jersey. Spent some time in Maryland too. But no, I am not a Cali guy. I hate California. I hate living in California. Higgins is good watch tape, fits our offense, smooth runner. Yeah, but he's not fast enough. I need a guy who can take the top off. You know? No, I would not. I would not touch AJ Green. Too old. Justin Jefferson, I like him a lot, but everybody says, not everybody, but a lot of people are saying that he can't play outside, that he's only a slot receiver. I don't know if I believe that, but if that's true, I can't go with him. You know, they franchise tagged AJ Green. They're crazy. How long have I been? 56 minutes. I'll trade. Come back to Maryland. I'll go to Cali in a second, dude. In a second. You know, although Maryland's pretty high tax too. I'm a very anti-tax person. William says, "I love your big dog." That's my sister's dog. Higgins is less athletic version of Jeffrey. No thanks. That's what I worry about too. You know, that we'll see. But when I look at Alshon, I'd say, okay, 2017 he still had decent skills, but it looked like 2018, 2019 he got bigger and he got slower. I know some of it was injury, but we don't need that. Pittman, you could get Pittman and Ayuk in the second round, maybe even the third. You get Rager in the second. I like those guys better. Hey, 500. If Brady goes to the Dolphins, he'd have to play Pats twice a year. I know. Well, he's going with the Bucs. So chances we draft a running back or look. I don't think we'll draft a running back. What does Mark say about Carson in private? You want me to be honest or you want me to lie? What you see me and Mark argue about, in all truthfulness, is what we argue about over the phone. I could show you text. We just go back and forth. Do you think it's smart to stay away from free agency, big money names this year, as it has not served us well in the past? I mean, there's something to be said about it, but there are some guys that I really would like them to sign, and they're not even the biggest money guys. Once they need help, can Eagles? Yeah, I agree. Stay put. 21. Grab Denzel. Yeah. South Jersey. What part of South Jersey? Where are you from? I'm from. Where are you from? Washington Township. Maniac, what's up? Do you think Eagles should trade Jeffrey? Because I think so. Yeah, but I just don't think they could. Dink Dick says, who said AJ Green? Hell no, he ain't playing 2 years. Could have signed Des Bryant for. Yeah, and he's like 32 years old. Nelson needs to go. Hey, 500, trade up for Judy, then in a second get speed. I'm all for that. Hey, 500, we need to find a way to get 2 first-round picks. Zach Ertz. Alshon was a beast, no more though. Yeah, 500, what do you do for a living? I've been watching you for years. Work for chemical company. Chemical company. I can't say the name though of it. Dude, you're going to be Eagles-Niners game in the Bay. I'm thinking about it, you know. I'm convinced you're from the suburbs of Philly. No. Well, yeah, I mean, Washington Township, South Jersey. I guess that's considered suburbs of Philly. Imagine if the Eagles flip McLeod. For what? I mean, how? I think we get Ruggs Eagles chance. I hope so. I like KJ Hamler. I think he's a second round pick. Drops the ball a lot. I think we really need strong safety now that Malcolm is gone. I agree. I live in Washington Township. You live in Humboldt now? Okay, cool. He's not from Jersey, or he would have asked what exit. South Jersey stinks. North Jersey's the only Jersey. North Jersey. I'm saying I'm exit 2 off the turnpike. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Hey, 500 should be comic bro. You're that good, North. Thanks, buddy. William Sanders. Thank you, buddy. I like KJ Hamler. No, you can't trade. Nobody's going to take Alshon. Scott, I feel a little upset about the Jenkins thing, to be honest. I understand the rationale and what the Eagles are doing, but I just wish we could have kept them another year. Newport News, Virginia, okay. Nelson Aguilar really started to go. Well, he can't catch anything, so I don't think it was him. Greg Ward is a beast, stepped up big time, especially since he ain't a wide receiver. I agree. AJ Terrell, I like him. I think you get him in second. Amazing how everyone turned on Alshon. Look, I don't know if Alshon's the rat or not. I don't even care about. I just know that he was slow. He can't get downfield. He can't get separation. He's always hurt, and now he has a Liz Frank injury. That's enough for me to want to move him. Brady go to Bucks because they got firepower. He's got weapons, and he's getting $30 million a year. Howie's missing on linebacker, and now corner market is getting smaller. But how is Perriman not signed? He's not gonna get maybe what he wants because he's gonna have to prove it. Do I think we're resigning Aguilar? I don't. I don't think they're touching Aguilar, dude. Wentz needs fast receivers. That's right. That's exactly Giovanni. That's exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of people are blaming Howie, but we know that Doug has a lot of say in personnel. We don't know that. I don't know that. Do I know we're middle? Yes, I do. I think so. Nelson can't help us more. He can help us. Wait, what? Nelson can't help us know us more than he can help us? Yeah. Yes. Go watch Alshon highlights. Y'all tripping. Here, I'll give you one highlight. Go watch. Minnesota Eagles this year. Alshon Jeffrey, wide open down the sideline. So slow and big that he couldn't stay in bounds. Just he could have walked right into a touchdown. Nobody was near him. He goes out of bounds. That's enough for me. I trust Howie. He needs. I know that he knows that needs and won't let us down. We'll see. We'll see. Eagles won't be fixed till numbs are gone. To who? Who do you think we're going to get for a cornerback? I could see Trufant because he played with Manuel. I could see the kid Will Parks that they're saying the Eagles are interested in. And then I think Mills goes back to corner. Philly Special just asked me, do you think moving David Mills to safety will work out? Well, I think it could, but he needs time to get adjusted. I know he played safety in college, but it's still not the same thing. You have to adjust to the NFL. But I have a feeling he's going to end up at corner. I see a report the Eagles are going to move up in a second to get Jonathan Taylor. The running back? Nah. So far, I'm good with all the moves being made. Sucks to lose Jinx. But we've only made one move. Like, I only consider us making one move so far. When will LB and you have... I have to get together with him on that and find out. Yeah, Jeffries looks like a tight end to me. Alshon has to go. Guys has to... Yeah. Howie need the help from you. Talks... Put me in the same office with Howie, man. I'll have him making moves. Even if I have to grab his head. You call Texans. If it was me, I'd be calling every team. I would call every team, all 32 teams, all the time. I'd be like, anybody you trying to move? Anybody looking at moving? Anybody looking at moving? And that way, when DeAndre Hopkins' name comes up, I'm in. I'm hoping for two things. We get AJ Terrell with our second pick. I like that. And two, we get Brandon Cooks. He's 25, and the dude's ripped during the offseason. Yeah, I saw he's all in shape now. You probably get Brandon Cooks for like a 4th-round pick. Philly, since we're not making a lot of moves in free agency, I feel like we're more than likely trading up for a wide receiver draft. Yeah, I think so too, Dean. Yeah, fourth or fifth, my third, fourth, because you got 3/4. Late fifth, if I can't get Perryman and I can't get Robbie, if I can't get one of those two guys, yeah, I would trade for Cooks. Unless I could get Odell Beckham. I think Howie is sleeping. Redskins game, the Wentz through... yeah, they had great chemistry. Because they fit each other, you know? Yeah, Howie is asleep. Trufant is a good option for corner, right? Well, I mean, considering what's out there and the fact that Manuels knows him, I mean, for 1 year, yeah. So we are not in win-now mode. They're going to tell you, yeah, but what are they doing to show us that? They can get the right price. They need to get Devontae Freeman. Needed power back to go. Well, he's not a power back, though, you know? I want a good wide out from Alabama, and Jenkins leaves. I hate this. Yeah, me too, DeForest. Jaylen handled double moves better safety. Yeah, well, he should. It shouldn't be as big of a problem. I like this safety for Antoine Brooks Jr. Yes, I like him too. Apparently, he's a very smart player, too, from what I was reading. Yeah, because we have a great history in the draft. We really don't. Douglas needs to be the other safety. Agreed. I would make both of them safeties. What do you think about cornerback in the first, since there's so many wilds in the draft class? I've addressed this a couple times. My feeling is that because the Eagles cannot draft wide receivers over the course of Howie Roseman as GM, especially from the second on, I would take no chances with it at all. And I would sit there and make sure I get one of the top guys. So I don't trust Howie Roseman picking the 5th, 6th wide receiver off the board. I'd rather go ahead and get the shortest thing I can get. I love Judy and Ruggs too. I love them both. Trade Alshon Jeffrey for Corey Davis. I think that's interesting, Corey Davis. If we don't get Ruggs, how do you feel? I like Denzel Mims. How can you sleep at this time? Your minds will sleep at drafts. I know. I'm telling you. Would I trade Sweat? What are you going to get for Sweat? So Nelson was a flop at 15 or 20. Wasn't Nelson like 20? T. Higgins looks good. He's a good receiver, but I need a little more athletic, a little more speed. iShine says, wide receiver or corners, we can't draft after the second. We can't. We can't even draft them in the first. I mean, really, what's the last good wide receiver we drafted? It was Deshaun Jackson, right? That was Andy Reid. Macklin, Jackson, Reid. Last corners we drafted good. Lito Shepard, Sheldon Brown, Andy Reid. Ever since then, we've had nothing. What's up, Pat1984? How you doing, buddy? Now, I'm sorry if I'm missing some of these. They're going quick. San Francisco trade up to 13, and they're interested in Ruggs. Philly would need to move up to 12, and that won't happen. It better. Something better happen, you know? The Eagles, at some point, they got to make a move. They got to be aggressive somewhere. Obviously, they're not doing it in free agency. I want Henry Ruggs. That's who I want. Do you think Deshaun Jackson can stay healthy next season? He's going to miss games. He always misses games. Howie can't pick a wide receiver or linebacker or corners. They don't pick. The only time we picked linebackers, remember, Jordan Hicks they picked, but that was Chip Kelly. I think Kendricks was Andy Reid. Yeah, I do think losing Jenkins affects the locker room. I don't see how it can't. I mean, he's such a leader, you know. I wish Wentz had a receiver. I wish he had DeAndre Hopkins. I like Slay, though he's kind of old. I think he fits our scheme. I do too. And if I can get him for a 3rd-round pick, I'll do it. Draft 2 receivers the first 2 picks. That's what I would do. I would draft 2 receivers with 2 of my first 3 picks. Malik Jackson, trade any value? There may be some value there. And that's something I think we should watch. Howie said the first year, Eagles fan told him, if you do his face, I'm sure they did, Sharkies. I think it was me, actually, who did it. I'm going to be mad if Malcolm signs with Dallas. That's what I'm worried about. Nathan says, San Fran got beat by speed. We all know what they traded up. Yeah, they want speed, too. You know, hopefully they go and they sign like Robbie Anderson. I tell you, I would rather have Perryman, let them have Anderson, keep them from taking a receiver. Simmons is a stud, but you have to draft. You're gonna have to give up 2 first-round picks to get up there. The Bills making moves, they will win the AFC East. Problem with the Bills, they gave up way too much for Diggs. 500, I'm doing well. Hope you and your family are doing good, brother. Thank you, man. We're good, and I'm glad to hear you are too. They have the option corner or CJ. I like CJ Henderson, but I like him in a second. Would you rather have Douglas or Maddox at safety? Douglas. Deshaun will miss 4 to 6 games on average. Absolutely. Blake Martinez to the Giants. Way to drop the ball, Howie. Yeah. Well, at least we can run on him. Do you do any Eagles tailgating watching games in Cali during the season? We got a hell of fans out there. I've been for the last 2 years. I've been streaming every game on YouTube, so that's kind of been like something I have to do every week. So I haven't had a chance to go out there yet. I may go to the Niners game this year though. We'll be moved to safety. Did you hear about that? Yeah, I heard that, James. I mean, I'm all for it. Oklahoma linebacker will be there second. I trust Howie. Giovanni, don't get your hopes up. I just hate the Eagles. The Eagles get true fun or Chris. I think you could be right. Letting Jenkins go, mistake. Agreed. I think Mills is going to be a Pro Bowl safety. I hope so. Take Joe Boo. I want to get Joe Boo and burn it. We're actually better in free agency rather than drafting, to be honest. But the thing is, we're not signing anybody. I don't even know who we're interested in at this point. If Hopkins was up, still would trade. If Hopkins was up, still, yeah, maybe. I just don't understand how you cannot go get DeAndre Hopkins. Do you believe Jaylen Mills to be the future leader of the locker room? I don't know. I don't know. He's only got a 1-year deal. Whoever we get, I hope good. I'll celebrate with you, Philly. I hope so. I hope we like it. Thoughts on Jason Peters will sign? I think Peters is going to get big money on the open market. Maybe not as big as some guys, but he's going to get big enough money the Eagles are going to let him walk. So I'm from Cali. We got to watch a game together and get other people. All right, Giovanni. I like it. I see wide receiver in the first, linebacker second. I can't imagine a linebacker in a second. I wouldn't mind. Can't imagine it, though. But it would be awesome. We should trade with Cleveland for a third-round pick and Sidney Jones. What are we going to trade? What do you want to trade? The 4 lives. Eagles staying. Oh, thanks. I feel Howie had something up his sleeve. I just hope that he remembers what it is. I hate always hearing Eagles in the mix, but never get them. And it's been like that for 2 years. Like, do you remember, 2017? Like, that also, Eagles in the mix, they got it. Eagles go out, they make trades at the trade. They were active, they go and they win a Super Bowl. Then they kind of backed off a little bit. Then, last season, they do nothing at the trade deadline. So far, free agency, they have done nothing. You didn't miss anything, Kayvon, nothing. No, Robbie Anderson has not. Show up, please, for Ramey family on virus lockdown, Marine Base, Hawaii. Damien, I'll be praying for you and your family. You guys hang in there. This will pass, I promise. This will pass. So we need to trade for a defensive end. Who do you want? I mean, they got so much money tied in that defensive line. Who do you want? Would have loved to have gotten Randall Cobb. Call up Arizona. Ertz for Hopkins. I swear I had a dream Ertz was a Cardinal, and it was so real. I think over the last few years it's been proven our front seven has more value than secondary. Oh, yeah. It's been proven like that for years. The bread and butter is the defense, that defensive line. That defensive line is the bread and butter of that defense. They get pressure on the quarterback, helps the secondary. That's how the Eagles look at it. If you're going to trade up, go get Judy and take a chance on Cooks. I'm okay with that. I love Judy. I love Judy. Cash raise. Melvin Gordon, don't want him. He's going to be like $9-10 million a year. Philly, my mother-in-law says you're good looking and wants your number. Tell her thank you, but I'm married. Dallas doesn't have money to sign Malcolm. Well, good, because I don't want him there. That's what worries me. Kenneth Murray will be a monster at linebacker. Yeah, but we won't take him. Jadeveon Clowney will be an Eagle watch. It would cost the Eagles $20 million. The only way I see that happening is if they let Derek Barnett go. Or maybe even Brandon Graham. Kevin Durant tested positive. I saw that, yeah. Big, tall receiver or a small, fast receiver. Give me a small, fast receiver. Not because I specifically like them more, but I just think when you look at what the Eagles need, they need speed. Speed is what we need. Brody, thank you for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate it. Hopkins, Deshaun, Ruggs. Just imagine for when I know. It would have been like, oh my God. Yeah, but our pass rush isn't good, Phil. We don't get sacks. I agree. I agree with you. Our D-line can't cover Julio. No, they cannot. I agree. But I'm just saying, think about the money, where the money is on the defensive line. Fletcher Cox, big money. This kid Hargrave, big money. Malik Jackson, big money. Brandon Graham, big money. You got Derek Barnett contract coming up. He's going to need an extension. He's going to be big money. All their money is on the defensive line. I can't see him going out and spending like another $20 million for Jadeveon Clowney. I just can't see it happening. You know? It's just a lot of money. Our wide receivers, I want the Eagles to sign a Robbie Anderson, Perryman, Perryman, no Cooks. Okay, I like it. Because I have Deshaun Jackson on the other side, I'll go with Perryman. Yeah, I mean, backloading contract works to a certain extent. I'm glad we didn't sign Byron Jones. I didn't want to pay. Oh, my God, it was ridiculous. Me either. I don't see us getting a D-end. Malik Jackson will play some. Yeah, he will. And then they got Avery. They like him. They got Josh Sweat. They like him. So you'll see. I think having those two guys in the middle, Cox and Hargrave, I don't think you could double team them. I think they're going to make the defensive ends better. Phil, you a snack no matter what. What the hell does that mean? It's kind of sad to see Malcolm Jenkins go. It's very sad. Trade for the back. See, John Ross too injured. I'm trying to get away from those guys always injured. Yeah, James A wants Xavier Howard. He always tells me. I like it. I like Xavier Howard. If you could get him, Xavier and Howard, I would do it. He is suspended, I think, for 4 games next year. Yeah, G-Code, I hear you. G-Code 609. Xavier Rhodes is another option. Yeah, but he's a little older. Not getting a big name dudes. At this point, I just want guys that fit. No Mountain Dew. It's no sugar-free 500. Sugar-free dingbat. You know what? I'm running out. I'm gonna have to go to the store and get more of this crap. Trade up for Simmons, Young, or Lamb. I don't see how you can get Simmons. I know people keep saying it, but I just don't know how you can get up to get Simmons. I think the Giants may take Simmons, to be honest with you. Malcolm just posted his goodbye on Twitter. That sucks, man. Season's over. Graham had 5 sacks in 1 game, bro. Brandon Graham does a good job, you know. Let us take Simmons. I think you're going to. If I was the Giants, I would take an offensive tackle or I'd take Simmons. I think Simmons is a monster defensive player. I would love him, but he would cost the Eagles to get up that high. You'd have to trade like 2 picks, a second, and then some. You'd have to bet the house. No, Carson doesn't get any help, Chris Wilson. Agreed. Why even talk about running backs when we have no linebackers? we need a bigger back too. Giovanni says we don't need to trade up. All these moves have freed up wide receivers to fall. Look, here's the thing. It did when Cardinals traded for Hopkins, you were right. But right now, Oakland still needs a receiver. The Jets still need a receiver. The 49ers potentially could need a receiver. Denver needs a receiver. Dallas does not need a receiver now, so that's good. Yes, get Henry Ruggs. Yeah, Giants signed Blake Martinez. I like him, but the good thing about him, like playing against him, is I think you can run on him. Get ready for the rise of the Cowboys. That's too funny. I think the Cowboys have significantly got worse over the last 2 days. Schobert from Cleveland, he's not. Didn't Schobert sign somewhere? Agree, but Howie did have interest in trading for defensive tackle Williams last year. I think it makes a spot. Hey, look, if the Eagles trade up for Isaiah Simmons, you ain't getting any complaints from me. The guy's a stud. Such a vocal person in the locker room leaving with Jenkins, but I would rather see Douglas as safety than Mills. Me too, Javon. Me too. He went to the washed-ass Jags. Yeah. He went to the Jags. Alfred, what's up, buddy? Yo, what's up, 500? I didn't know you were live streaming today, buddy. Yeah, today and tomorrow we're live streaming. Tomorrow, hopefully a little earlier. Breaking news. Chip Kelly signs with the Cowboys. I love it. We needed to do a better job trading or free agents draft this year for sure. At this point, I want to see what the actual. I want to see what the plan is. What's the plan? Like, I feel like here's what's happened, and I said this earlier. I feel like the Eagles were going to go all in for Byron Jones. They spent all this time making sure that they could go in for Byron Jones. They lose out on him. They don't. Their second option is to get Hargrave. So they get him. Then they go, well, what are we going to do now? We might as well bring Jaylen Mills back. We'll bring McLeod back. We'll bring Sudfeld back because the money that they were going to use to spend on Byron Jones is now not there. I think that's what happened because they have done nothing. Nothing. I don't know what's going on. Cowboys value Amari more than Dak. They really do. Ugly dude, what's up? Dak will be a Dolphin, sure enough. Great to see someone optimistic like you with all the mess of coronavirus. Yeah, well, that coronavirus does not scare me. Drones or Eagles, thank you for super chat. Appreciate that, buddy. Tired of giving up 300 plus yards to mediocre quarterbacks. Hey, Mike D, you ain't going to get no complaints from me. Do I see the Eagles bringing back Darby? God, I hope not. I hope not, man. I think Howie's got something big brewing. Just my, yeah, I do too. I think there's something big going on. I don't know what it is, but I think that he's been too quiet for too long, and I think he's going to strike big. And it could have been DeAndre Hopkins. You know, let's get Robbie Anderson. What linebackers are available? But most of them have gone, right? Jeff Okudah, he's another guy. He's like Isaiah Simmons. You have to get up to like 8. You have to get up to like 8. Philadelphia fans 789, my man. Philly 500, go to Italy and double more that virus ass. I will. I go to Italy. I'm gonna eat some pizza. Is Campbell? I don't know. We bring back Darby. I'm not watching. If they bring back Nelson Aguilar, I'm gonna go off. Howie has a plan. I'm hoping. Back-to-back years, no big name players, but there's still some good names out there. Yeah, I'm very happy we didn't get Byron Jones. I did not want to spend $17 million on him. I know it's early, but we have tons of holes and no weapons for Wentz. I know, Jason. And I gotta think something's up, man. And usually with Howie, it's not what the guys were talking about. It's the trade that comes out of left field, you know? Here's what the Eagles have done today. Today, the Eagles signed Nate Sudfeld, signed Jaylen Mills, signed Rodney McLeod. That's it. That was the only things that they did today. Yeah, I would bring Josh McCown back. Will Parks, like you said, was good. I think Will Parks is the next move they make. According to WIP today, Texans never shopped Hopkins fairly to other teams. Yeah, well, I mean, that's very true, you know. Is Howie the worst receiver draft of all time? He's the worst I can't remember a worse guy who drafts wide receivers than Howie Roseman. And corners, for that matter. No, I don't think he's lost his touch. I think maybe people have gotten on to what he's trying to do, and they're a little harder on him. Hell no, McCown. I would bring McCown back. The Rams declined Robbie Coleman. Maybe it could be interesting. Yeah, maybe. Denver Broncos defensive back. Oh, Will Parks. Right? Isn't that his name? Or am I confusing it? I would bring McCown back as a third quarterback. Let him be like almost like a player coach type thing. That's what I would do. Joel Phillip, what's up, buddy? Texas boy, keep telling yourself you've done absolutely nothing in free agency so far. How is Dallas better today? Do you think Hopkins trade changes when the big 3 wide receivers go in the draft? Wait, what is that? Do you think? Where? Possibly. The problem is the Niners may need a receiver. Cowboys will be the best team in the NFC East this season. Cowboys haven't done anything. Texas football is doomed for the next decade. Retire number 27. Okay. Doc Holliday, what's up? I'm your Huckleberry. I don't want Sudfeld at number 2 quarterback, though. It looks like that's where they're going. D-Sig's number 1 fan, what up? Yo, Grugier Hill going to the Dolphins, that's right. Yeah, keep telling yourself that when... Miles Jack or Telvin Smith should be available for trade with Schobert signing there. Miles Jack? Didn't they just sign him? Chris Harris Jr., yeah. Riff Reaper, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Sorry, NFC, we coming and we taking a playoff spot. Oh, you got if Brady's got anything left, you guys will be tough. There goes them Cowbum fans saying stupid stuff already. I can't wait. They haven't even done anything but sign their own guys. Who have they brought in? They stink. No, I don't think we should trade Wentz. Come on now. Mike D. Dez is done. Yeah, it's too slow. Eagles should trade for Miles Jackson. Schobert. They won't. It won't happen. We should give Dez a try. Yeah. Wait, don't the Niners have Deebo Samuel? Yeah, but they're losing Emmanuel Sanders. They could lose Emmanuel Sanders, so they may need a wide receiver. They may not go for a guy like Ruggs. They may be focusing. Maybe they get a Judy or Lamb, but they need wide receiver. And let me tell you, after the way the Chiefs beat them with speed, they're going to go for speed. Yeah, your Rams have been very quiet, but you guys are in cap hell. Sir Chief, they lost their best corner back two, so Cowgirls piped down, and they lost Quinn. I mean, I thought he was their best pass rusher last year. Texas fans suffer from O'Brien's virus. Oh man, that guy. Eagles getting swept by Cowboys ain't happening. Ain't happening, Sharky girl. I'm surprised that Brady didn't reside with the Pats. Yeah, me too. Don't underestimate the Bucks. We saw the wild. No, you can't underestimate them. Not with Brady. No. We should get Emmanuel Sanders. He's just too old for me, you know. Philly, any chance you think LeBlanc starts on the outside and Maddox the slot? I think LeBlanc. I think he's a slot receiver. I don't think he can start on the outside. I think Maddox can play on the outside. I would say no, but I could be wrong. Look how fast they got Kyler Murray weapons. Yeah, I know. What are we doing? Wentz for Brady. I bet Brady lasts longer. No, I don't think he would. 500. If the coronavirus is about to disappear in the summer, I believe the NFL season will take place on that. Look, at some point, I know this sounds weird, but at some point, we just got to live our lives. You know, it's a nasty, especially for older people, but you're not gonna be able to stop it. Not be able to stop it. It could go away this summer, but it's coming back. We just got to deal with it. I think I probably already had it, for all I know. I think LeBlanc can play on the outside. He did on the outside. Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe. I like him in the slot. I like him more in the slot than I like Avonte Maddox. Bucks fans, Jamin Brady worked well with Belichick. Bucks still ain't going there. We'll see. Thomas David went to the Redskins. Eli Apple or Vernon Hargreaves are free. I don't want anything to do with Eli Apple. Giovanni Chavez, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate you, Philly, and don't be a dingbat. Thank you, buddy. And of course I am. I can't help it. But thanks for the super chat. What is going to happen with Jameis Winston? Somebody was saying Chargers. I could see that. Can we please get a corner who is fast, tall, and a ball tracker? Yeah, it'd be nice. Should we keep later picks to get more offensive lineman depth? Yeah, I would draft a couple offensive linemen. Remember what happened with SARS? I do. SARS was pretty bad. I remember H1N1 was really bad. Didn't have the freak out like this. Do you want the Eagles to trade for Cooks? I'm open to it if it's really, like, if it's a 5th round pick and Perryman's gone and Robbie Anderson gone, then I would do it. And like, you can't get Odell and there's no other option, sure. Winston to the Pats. I think Foles to the Pats. I think Nick Foles is going to be a New England Patriot. Eagles organization got the coronavirus by the... come on now. Eagles should trade Carson Wentz and pick up Cam Newton. Come on now. No, keep LeBlanc at nickel. Yeah, we better do something because more... I sit here and think about the nerves of... I hear you. The virus will not go in the summer. Look at the southern hemisphere. Summer just finished. It's still hot and spreading. Well, but also people's immunity systems go up because what happens is you go out in the sun more. You're out. You know when you get sun, you get D3, and your immune system goes up. That's why people tend not to get the flu in the summer as much as flu season. So the point of it is keep your immune system as high as you can, and you may not catch the damn thing at all. You know, slave for Sidney Jones and the third, I would do it. Yeah, I would do it in a second. QAnon, I know all about QAnon. I know all about it. deep about it. Not I don't follow it, like I don't necessarily believe it, but I follow it. Lamb has a Philly just dropped knowledge. Oh, damn right. Dallas don't want to commit to Dak. I wouldn't either. With the virus, just stay clean away from groups. Yeah, I mean, I'm already getting antsy being in the house all the time. I got the kids home, I got the wife home, and I'm already getting like Cam Newton is not better than Carson Wentz. No. The last good Eagles cornerback was Asante Samuel. That was a good signing. I liked Asante Samuel. People used to give him crap too. Who's our biggest competition in our division next year? I mean, I still think you have to put Dallas up there. I think the Giants will be better, but there's a lot of unknowns for the Giants. But I like what they've done so far. Yeah, Demarcus Robinson, it could be. Philly 500 franchised by Mark Holmes. Nah. Deion Jordan linebacker, Robbie Anderson. You want Deion Jordan, huh? Or Desmond Trufant. And you want corner? You want Robbie Anderson? Okay. Vic was good, yeah. We need to sign a receiver and 2 corners. We need to sign, trade for Slay, sign Chris Harris, and sign Demarcus Robinson. I mean, it sounds good. Where the hell's Howie? I can't believe Dak wants to be the highest paid quarterback. Well, he's a Cowboy. What do you expect? They're greedy bastards over there. They're greedy. I mean, I can't believe they cannot get a contract done with. I mean, if you're a Cowboy fan, you gotta be what the hell's going on? I mean, Ryan Tannehill's making $29.5 million. Every day that goes by, you're going to pay Dak more. Thank you, Damien, but it's true. I mean, it's true. Buffalo got Stephon Diggs. I know, and they gave up like 4 picks, and including a first. Tannehill better than Dak. I love it. Shadira, is that how it says? Hello, how are you? You think we can protect Wentz for once? Protect him. You know how you protect Carson Wentz besides your offensive line? Get him weapons. Get them weapons. Back the defense off. Let them worry about covering the whole field so they're stop pressing. Do that. Back them off. That's how you can protect them. Yeah, probably need fewer receivers to beef up the defense linebacker. Yeah, we definitely. Joe Hayden trade. Is Hayden even available? I thought he just re-upped in Pittsburgh. 500. How's your parents staying at home? They're okay. My mom keeps cooking for my dad, and my dad loves it. So, every day he tells me what he's eating. He's like, I'm in quarantine, but I got eggplant parmesan. I'm good. Where are the rumors Howie needs to wake up? There are none. Guy's getting older. Yep. Joe Hayden, y'all take anybody. The speed of Odell and Jackson would be deadly. Oh, I would love Odell Beckham. But I don't want to give up a first for him. Do you think the Eagles should trade Alshon? You can't trade Alshon. Nobody wants him. But I would do it. I mean, if I could do it, yeah, hell yeah. The virus is deadly. I think that I don't think it's that deadly. To be honest, I mean, I'm just being honest. Just if you look statistically, it's very contagious. It's very dangerous for older people. But I mean, overall, H1N1 was a lot worse. Sir Cardinal TV, shout out to Sir Cardinal TV, man. If you guys haven't, sub him up. Great video maker. Hey, my guy, crazy couple days. Hope you're well. I'm great, man. Hope you're doing well too, man. And everybody sub up Sir Cardinal TV. Dak is a soiled, entitled baby who thinks he's worth more. I love it, Bubba. Let him have it. What do you think about Devon Kennard? I like him. But KD is infected. Oh yeah, Durant is. That's right. The Spanish flu was a lot more deadly. Oh man, I want to get this conspiracy theory. There's so much I want to say about this stuff, but I don't want to deal with YouTube. I have to save this for a separate stream. But there's just so much going on with this whole thing. You didn't go out pubs for St. Pat's, yeah. Man, Wentz lives in all Cowboy fans' head all the time. Ismail, what's up? 500, what are your thoughts on how Do you fill all these roster spots? I mean, well, that's the thing. I think you got to focus defense in free agency, except for maybe like a Perryman or somebody like that, and then you spend your draft primarily on your offense. It is used as a distraction to implement new. I know where you're going with this. I said it for you. Thank you, James. But that's part of it. There's only one aspect. There's more. There's even crazier stuff going on. I mean, it's a real virus. People are getting sick. It's horrible. I worry about my parents. But I mean, for like my kids, my wife, me, I mean, we're gonna be okay. I worry more about the public panic. I think my wife had it. I ain't even kidding you. I think it's been here since like November or December. Cow bums need to worry about Dak bum ass. Y'all gonna have quarterbacks soon. Yeah, agree. Philly Fresh, what's up? Shout out to Philly Fresh. If you haven't, sub him up. Top cornerbacks left are Chris Harris, Logan Ryan, and receiver you have Robbie Anderson, Demarcus Robinson. Yeah. Well, look, you also have possible trades that you're not thinking of too. But I like Perryman over both those receivers, and Chris Harris. I would take Logan Ryan for sure. Is Brady worth the risk of 41 year? He's Brady. I mean, he's an exception. I think if he's 75%, he's good. Then we got 484 people. Let's get over 300 likes, and I won't bother you guys anymore with it. One of the Chinese eating a pound of meat was contained with. Yeah, I don't know about that offer. I mean, that's what the story is, but it's very hard to believe what they're saying because there's a lot of stuff that comes out. Does my wife travel a lot? No, not at all. She's a middle school teacher. What would I give up for Julio? How old's Julio Jones? Is he 28 or 29? Something like that. Thank you for all the likes. Yeah, that's what you're reading. That's what they tell you. I mean, that's what the story is. That's what they're told us. But I was reading some different things. I'll get into it at different times. But I think something leaked out of one of their labs. I don't know if it was necessarily on purpose, but it was by accident. They, you know, Eagles should try to get Nick Foles back. Carson, nah. I think Nick Foles is going to go to New England. Perriman is Aguilar. Nah. He's a lot better. Aguilar can't do what he did. Not when you lost Evans and you lost both your receivers, and he went out and played the way he did. I like him. 500. Do you think Goddard will step up if we trade Ertz? Absolutely. I have full confidence in Dallas Goddard. So what are the Eagles going to do? I don't know. I don't know. Perriman has hands and speed. There had to be something big brewing. I think there's something brewing. Could be, James. It's a lot of different theories. I heard that theory. I heard some just really. I'm gonna do like a live stream. I'm not gonna keep it. I'm gonna just do a live stream one of these nights, and just discuss all this. And then after the stream's over, I'm gonna delete it because otherwise YouTube will kill me. But in your opinion, who will be our next big player? Henry Ruggs the third. Philly, I watch you every day. Jim K, thank you, buddy. Shout out to you. Zach to the Bucks for their first round pick. Oh, that's interesting. Zach Ertz for the 14th pick overall. No. I mean, I need more. I would want more. Now, I would do it. I would do Zach Ertz for the Cardinals pick. You know? Yeah, but the problem with Kennard is the Eagles don't value linebackers enough. We need 500 to have more subs and more goals for season. That would be a sick burn. I don't know. Mark might lose his mind. The NFL's going to always be on top dog of sports. Shut down baseball and look, they're the only dogs in town right now. This is the only thing we got really to take our minds off of everything going on. Because no matter what you do, where you go, you're reminded of it. I mean, my wife went to the store. She had to wait in line because they were only letting 20 people in at a time. A grocery store. It's insane. The NFL was so smart to go on with free agency, man. Everyday Flash. Bills fan here. Who's going to be the Patriots' next quarterback? Carr, Dalton, Newton. Anyone? I think their next And you guys just signed defensive tackle Vernon Butler. But I think it's Nick Foles. I think Nick Foles goes to New England. Texas Eagles won a Super Bowl with a quarterback who left Philly and is going to go to New England to play for the team he beat. I had the same problem, Philly, with the story. You did Dave Sports Quest. It's crazy. It's crazy. How much money do we have left, Philly? Oh, I haven't looked at the updated cap number, but you still got a decent amount of money left. I think Dean, I agree. I think Howie's up to something big. I think you're right. Matter of fact, I know you're right. The Giants picked up Jason Garrett, the clapper, to be their offensive coordinator. I know that's one move I didn't like, Quest Cowboy. Dallas, Detroit, Washington is the only teams that have been NFC Championship games since this millennium. That have not. Very interesting, Philly fan D. Jenkins is gone officially. Jenkins sent a letter saying goodbye. I heard about that. I'm going to have to read it. Yeah, I think that's my guess. I'm guessing that the Patriots trade for Nick Foles. Just a theory. Yeah, I don't know, Nichols. I'm very worried about the whole Jenkins thing. I wouldn't have done it. Giants will be better than the Cowboys next year. That wouldn't surprise me. Philly, my buddy and I go to one away game every year. If you want, I will pay for you to go with us. All right, Jim K. I may take you up on that. That may be too good of an offer. Who do you think the Birds target next week? Or target next? I said I think they go defensive back, and I'm going to say the kid from Denver. I believe his name's Will Parks. He's a Philly kid, 26 years old. I won't respect Foles anymore if he signs with. I don't think he'll have a choice. He'll get traded. Bill Belichick. I don't know if Bill Belichick wants Foles. This is purely my guess. This is my guess primarily to just get to the Folesian society. With the new CBA, we can get rid of Alshon. Yes, we can. Jenkins, I heard he wanted $15 million. Melvin Gordon of Philly. I hope not. I mean, because he wants like $10 million a year. I would have rather have signed Howard. So yeah, I'm serious. I think we're doing Packers. Oh, I mean, you never know, man. Just we'll talk about it. You know. Eagles landed Foles to Bears. Foles to Bears could be very. I can't believe they just gave up on Trubisky so early. You met Will Parks last year. He's an awesome person. I think he's my prediction for the next signing. Foles a man of God, so I don't see him signing with the evil Patriot. Well, he's under contract, so he would have to be traded. He would have no choice. We'll see. I mean, look, Belichick may respect the guy who beat him in a Super Bowl more than somebody else, Jay's all out of whiskey. He really is. Belichick missing Jimmy G right now. Well, that was a stupid trade, and he knew it. Miguel Gonzalez, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So I'm going to do about 5 more minutes, then I'm going to go. But I will be back earlier tomorrow for another hour and a half session of the whole free agency thing. And hopefully we'll have some stuff to talk about, like really big stuff. Nelson Dropolari, he stinks. We need a power back since Jordan Howard went to Miami. Melvin Gordon can give us that. I don't know if Melvin Gordon, I consider him really a power back. He's a good back. $10 million. That's too much for me. I got my back. Foles always did a good job for the Eagles, even as a rookie. I like his composure. Kind of crazy his trajectory. Yeah, Foles a winner. You got to give Foles. He's a winner. And I always thought that I thought when Carson got hurt, I said the Eagles are going to at least get to the Super Bowl because of Foles, because he's cool under pressure. Foles is done. Jags eating his contract. Yeah, I think he's gone. Henry to Philly, I wish. Gordon costs us way too much. We have Sanders. Need a guy like Blunt. Yeah, you need a guy like Blunt. I thought Jordan Howard for $10 million for 2 years. Elijah Holyfield. I want to see him. I watched highlights of him coming out of college, and I liked him. J.J. Arcega, I need to see something. Sure enough, sick of hearing Foles. That's why I want him to go to New England, because I think it'd just be so funny. A.J. Dillon draft, power back. What round do you think A.J. Dillon goes? 3rd? I think A.J. Dillon's faster than Blunt. I think he's going to be a stud. But I just don't know what round. If he went like third, fourth round, I'd consider it. Losing Howard sucks. It does. Who would you rather have, Jefferson or Mims? Here's the question. I have one big question when it comes to Jefferson. Can he play outside? He primarily lines up in the slot. At first, I said, oh, he can make the conversion. But the more I've listened, more I've watched tapes, more people say that he can't play outside. If he can't play outside, then I have to go Mims. Yeah, I like Moss. I like Claypool too. I think Claypool's a second round guy. I mean, why not get some balls, right? Why not get some balls? You get Henry Ruggs in the first round. You come back and you trade up in the second, and you get Claypool. Then you got these two big fast guy and a little fast guy. Love it. Stuart, thank you for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate that. I'm a Cowboys fan for life and part of the Jobu crew, but enjoy your content. Philly go Cowboys. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Stuart, for the super chat. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Sign Will Parks. That's my guess in their next signing was Will Parks. A lot of Max draft link Jefferson Eagles. Yeah, because top three are off the board. Jefferson's good. I mean, he ran a 4.34. He's fast. If he can convert to outside, I'm all in. I like Jefferson. I do. I'm just a little worried about what everybody's talking about. He can't play outside. That's what worries me about him. Sure you can. Hi. My man Lord Bronson. What's up, buddy? Everybody, sub up my man LB. Sub him up. Let's get him. He's getting close to 10,000 now, aren't you? Let's get him to 10,000 subs. Sub up my man Lord Brunson. Buccaneers fans will become as annoying as Cowboys. Oh, yeah, they're gonna be definitely. They got Brady. What up, 500? I'm good, man. How are you? Will Parks is North Philly. Yeah, that's my guess. I'm guessing Will Parks. Go, Cool LeBron. What's up, buddy? How are you? LB's in the chat. Sub him up. I think if Brady's 75% with the weapons that Tampa Bay have, they're going to be good. You have to. They're going to be. They're going to be good. Do you think we get another wide receiver? I think the Eagles are going 2 of the first 3 to 4 picks wide receiver. Hall of Fame wide receiver Chris Carr said Jefferson can play inside or outside. He can play outside, then he's my 4th receiver. If he can't play outside, he's my 5th receiver. But I like Jefferson a lot. I think Jefferson plays fast. I like Jefferson. I do. With the weapons they have, if Brady's 50%, it is. Oh no, they're going to be better. I mean, if Brady has anything left with Mike Evans and Godwin, dude, they're going to score points. I'm going to say Brady's 65%. So they're going to be a problem. We trading one of our 3s for Brandon Cooks. Is that a guess or are you hearing it? I wouldn't give a 3rd round pick for Cooks. I'd give a 5th round pick for Cooks. Maybe one of my 3 4s. Tom Brady, I used to hate him when he was in New England. Now I start to like him in Tampa. I'm interested to see Brady on a new team. It's going to be weird. Yeah. Brady is Brady. The Cardinals, Colts, and Cowboys are no longer in danger to take a wide receiver in the first round before the picks. The Bills, who would have traded ahead of the Eagles, also off the board. But Minnesota has a lot of firepower to jump us if they want a receiver. And the 49ers, if they lose Emmanuel Sanders and decide to stay put, will need a receiver. So they are a danger at 13. Brady to play the Saints twice now. Interesting. That's going to be fun. Will Bill send playbook to the Bucs? No. We should have got Brady to play Hill's role. Is just Nelson officially gone? Because if you need to drive him down to Indy and the stinking Colts with the duck, I'm telling you, I will drive his ass to the airport. I'll take him. I'll just drive him straight through if you don't want to get sick. Just get him out of Philly. Get him out of Philly. Be prepared 2 primetime games from Saints, but I'm sure. Cowboys defense is Swiss cheese now. Absolutely. What do you think of the Giants free? I like what the Giants have done. I'm not gonna lie. I like what they've done so far. I like everything they've done except for getting the Clapper as your offensive coordinator. I like everything you've done. I like the coach you hired. I like the moves you made. Bradbury, even Martinez, even though we can run on his ass. I think you guys are doing a good job. You think they are going to televise Tampa games more now? Yeah, I think so. Bucks are going to have a lot of primetime games. Yep. Brady agreed in principle with the Bucks. I know, it's crazy. Yeah, we're keeping McLeod over Malcolm. DH Eagle, we are. I hope Dak sits out. Dallas did him dirty. They did. Comp pick for Malcolm Jenkins? Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I think you probably get something, but I don't know what. Why did they release Floyd? Yeah, I think they released Floyd to make. I'm not sure, but I think they released Floyd. Didn't they release him to clear cap room and stuff for Quinn? Would you rather have Henry Ruggs at 21 or trade up for 13 CeeDee Lamb? What do I give up in that trade up to 13? If it's not too bad, I'll take Lamb. Lamb's the best receiver in the draft. Him and Judy. I actually have it like 1 and 1A. I think they're close. I think the Eagles are going to sign a defensive back. I think the next signing is defensive back Will Parks. That's my guess. From the Broncos, former North Philly. He's a North Philly native, 26 years old. I think they go him. I think there's an outside chance they make a trade before they sign somebody too. You think Brady's legacy is because the cheater thing? Yeah. Who's worse at drafting quarterbacks, Bears or Browns? I gotta put the Bears. I mean, dude, they passed up on Mahomes and Deshaun on Mahomes. Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. Yeah, I mean, Mahomes, and they traded up one spot. I've never heard of anybody ever trading up one spot. Rivers signed with the Colts. He did. Will Parks he's okay, but I think he's young, and everybody thinks he's one of those guys that's going to get better and better as the years go by. Like he's still his best years are in front of him. That's what makes him appealing. You know, he could play outside, he could play inside. He can do some things. The Eagles should have 2 Super Bowls. There's no doubt in my mind. We got cheated in 05, yeah? Am I a fan of Howie? I'm soft. I softened on Howie a lot. I'm a fan of him. I'm okay with Howie Roseman. I just think that when it comes to receiver or cornerback, he doesn't do a good job drafting. But other than that, usually I'm okay with him. I feel bad for Dak. The boys treat him like trash. Yeah, I don't know why they don't want to sign him. Will Parks and Logan Ryan to Philly. I like it. What do we do with Jordan Mailata? He's going to be backup tackle now. Would I like Sammy Watkins? Maybe. The Bears used that pick that was Alvin Kamara to move up. Oh my God. And it was one pick. It was one pick. The 49ers bluffed them, and they fell for it. What do I think about the Niners trade? You mean the DeForest Buckner trade? It's a monster trade. I mean, I don't think they could afford him anyways, right? So I think it was a good move for them. They got the 13th pick overall. My problem is I don't want them to take a receiver. Could we get 2 of these 3 guys? Ruggs, Jefferson, or Mims? No. Not at 21. I think you have to move up. I think Mims will be there, though. What about Floyd for Chicago? What about, I don't understand. Football is no different than real life. Influence and shady friendship prevail. Yes. Yes. Bill signed Vernon Butler. Do we consider Jones a bust now or wait till the end of the season? Wait, give him one more year. This free agency so far, to me, I'm just going, well, what's the plan? I don't understand the plan. Okay, look, leading up into free agency, you can start re-signing your own guys. They didn't do any of that. They did none of it, which makes me think, hey, the plan was to have as much cap room as we can, make a play for Byron Jones. It didn't go right. So what did they do? They kind of panicked and said, oh, we better get Jalen Mills back. We better get Ronnie McLeod back. We better get Nate Sudfeld back. And now there's no plan. Leonard says 500. What is up, my man? Howie ain't making moves. Plus, I'm mad. Them letting Malcolm Jenkins go. I mean, he was the only one. I hear you, Leonard. I had a little rant earlier today in one of my previous videos. Not the last one, but the one before that. I've been busy today. It's been like a Mark Holmes day. I had to do like 5 videos today. Mark Holmes does that every day. Edge rusher from Chicago, Leonard Floyd. But what about him? You mean he's available free agent? Yeah, I forgot that. He got cut, right? Do they play does Chicago play a 3-4 or do they play a 4-3? I think they play a 3-4. I would take a shot on him. But he's got to be cheap. Like I said, you can't spend the amount of money that they spend on defensive line and then bring in a guy for 15, 20 million. I think you could get 2 of those 3 if they give up 2, 3, 4 to move up in the first again for another one of those guys. What do you mean? 2, 3, 4. I mean, that's a lot to give up. I think to get like to 14, you should be able to get to 14 with a first, a third, and like a fourth. That should get you from 21 to 13. It works in all the draft charts. Jenkins or Dawkins, harder to see in other jerseys. Dawkins, because I've seen Malcolm Jenkins in the Saints jersey before. To me, it's not as bad as when Dawkins left. So you can't really hate the Pats anymore. I don't like the Pats because they win, but they're not in our division. They're not in our conference, and we already beat them in the Super Bowl. Yeah, it does seem distant. I know. The hardest one for me ever, Goku, was Reggie White. When Reggie White left, I know that broke me. Last time I can say this, Brady only agreed in principle, not signed yet. Yeah, that's true. No, I mean get another first round, give up. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean probably would get it done. When Dawkins left, I was hurt. Yeah, I was hurt too. We got few 4 and few 3. I think we'll try to move back into the first round. The Eagles? I don't know if they'll. I mean, I guess they could. I think more than likely, I think they try to move up, like from 21 to like 10 to 11, 12, anywhere from 21. I think the Eagles are going to try to get from anywhere from like 10 to 15, somewhere, or maybe even 16. I think that's what they're going to try to do. Not going to have it, but it would be like interesting to trade our first. I would love Calvin Ridley. I love Calvin. Trufant or Slay? If I could just choose one, Slay. However, if I have to give up big compensation, then Trufant. We do need to. I like Denzel Mims. I do. Do you think they will walk away with 2 free agents since Clowney isn't signed and there's some good names ends like Floyd out there? It's possible, but I don't really think the Eagles are going to spend big money on a defensive end right now. I think that money they gave Hargrave was about all they're going to spend on their defensive line. I think they're going corner defensive back next. I think you may see Brashard Perriman. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Brandon Cooks trade. We need to draft Denzel Mims. I love Mims. I like Mims. Although if I want to take Mims, I may try to trade back. I can't see us signing Trufant. Do you agree with Philly? No, you can see it. Yeah, I can see it too because Desmond Trufant played with. He was coached by Manuel. I think it's totally possible. Who are these Odell Beckham Jr. people? No, he has a new contract. Yeah, I don't think he's getting moved, but he's not happy there, right? Do you think we should bring in Antonio Brown alone? No. I was a big Antonio Brown guy during the season because it was cheap and it was no risk. But after everything he did afterwards, I don't see it. How do you feel if the Eagles sign Robbie Anderson? Yeah, I mean, I would be excited about that. Kind of, I guess. I would rather have Perriman. Only reason I say it is because you already got a speed guy with Deshaun Jackson. And I kind of see Robbie Anderson as a one-trick pony. Like, I think he's mainly a deep threat, and that's about it. So I would like to see somebody a little more, well-rounded. They really can't expect rookies, 3rd, 4th round, to start in the middle and outside linebackers. I mean, didn't T.J. Edwards finish the year starting? They may very well think that. But they probably won't. They'll probably sign like a couple cheap linebackers, with experiment that stink. Mark Holmes is laughing at us for losing Jenkins. I mean, he's really desperate right now. Mark is desperate to piss me off. He's trying because he knows that we're the champs and they're the chumps. And he's pissed. And he's pissed because I told him that today that his defense was a wet paper bag. You need white weird? The belt's in the other room. Do you think Deshaun is a one-trick pony? No. I do not think Deshaun is a one-trick pony. I think he started out as a one-trick pony, but I think Deshaun can run a lot more routes than Robbie Anderson. But he's not a big physical wide receiver there. He's not a volume guy. You're not going to throw, 10 games? You're not going to throw Deshaun Jackson. He's not going to have 8, 9 catches every game. Yeah, Brandon Cooks, to me, he's only 26. Do you know, Bev, that he's only 26? I thought he was like 28, 29. Jim K, thank you, buddy. D Jackson has a mean slant. Deshaun Jackson, I think at first was kind of one-trick pony, but he's come a long way. He's a good route runner. He's just not a volume guy. You're not going to throw him 8, 9 passes a game. Yeah, Cooks is 26 years old. I swear I thought he was like 29. He's only 26. He's just been beat up. Yeah, Jason Witten is a Raider. That's crazy. Imagine paying Amari Cooper but not your friend. I know. I wouldn't do it. I've done it. Love you 500. I'm cleaning. I'm gonna put on TV. Okay, go ahead, buddy. I'm gonna get off a couple minutes here. So Perryman is trash. The guy was a first round pick. Couldn't stay on the roster for the last 2 years. Now everyone wants him. Shit drives me crazy. He had 6 good games. Yeah, but he had 6 good games with nobody around. There was no Evans. There's no Godwin. They weren't playing. See, I think the other thing I like about him is just maybe Perryman figured it out. Maybe he figured it out and got healthy. And you probably could bring him in cheap. Not really like a 1-year deal. Why not take a chance? What if he figured it out, man? I'm so disappointed with the Eagles with free agents so far. I have to check that video. Eagles taking huge gamble putting Mills at safety when he's played corner thrust. I agree, Leonard. I agree. Didn't Cooks get knocked out with Jenkins? Yes, he did. Big time. Cooks has 4 1,000-yard seasons. Yeah, he does. Mark is so pissed and trying he's very trying. I know he is. So what if we trade for Tevin Smith? I wouldn't mind. I just don't think the Eagles are going to pay a linebacker, spend on a linebacker. 500, we got an extra game now, 17, baby. Another game for Wentz. Does that take place next year or 2? We need Brandon Cooks. What I heard today was Cooks could be had for a, like a 4th or 5th round pick. Still think they could trade Ertz? No, I never thought that they could trade Ertz. I never thought that they would. I just suggested it out there, And if I could get a top 10 pick, I would trade Ertz. I would. If like in my dream that Ertz was a Cardinal and I could get the 8th pick overall, I would do it because of Dallas Goedert. But I don't think that's going to happen. Cooks is injury prone, no question. Will Parks might be going to the Lions. Oh, really? That was my guy. People ask me who I think we sign next. That's it. I know it was Will Parks was, the Eagles and the Lions were in on him. If you get Cooks, I wouldn't draft Ruggs. Oh, I still draft Ruggs because I think Cooks only has 1 year left on his deal. You're right. Cowboy fans talk about their 6 rings that happened 100 years ago, and most of them have never seen them win. I like Brashad Perriman. I take a chance on him. I just think he's a low-risk, high-reward guy. Yeah, the Bucs might sign him now. You might be right. What do you think about manual coaching style for a young? I like what I see. He's got a little bit of Dawkins in him. He's a fiery guy. So I forgot to wish you a happy St. Patrick's Day, buddy. Oh, you too, Offer. Wentz has a ring. Dak. That's right. He don't. Dak don't. Even if D-Jax doesn't get a lot of snaps, he's there to help young guys train up. Yeah, I agree. I have no problem with Deshaun Jackson on this team. I would take Cooks and still draft Justin Jefferson. I like Justin Jefferson. As like I said, as long as I know he can play, as long as he can play outside, I'm good. Odell for a second round pick. Done. 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 Let's do it. Can we do it right now? I'm done. I'm in. Cowboys fan act like Carson Wentz didn't get us to the position when. Yeah, they do. But the fact is in December with a bunch of practice squad guys, technically a playoff game, Carson Wentz beat the Cowboys. That's it. Mike D, I want Ruggs too. I want Ruggs. I want Ruggs, and I want Ruggs to learn by Deshaun Jackson. Although I think Ruggs is a complete wide receiver, and I think people really just think he's a fast one-trick pony like a John Ross guy, and I think it's so unfair, and I cannot wait till Henry Ruggs proves everybody wrong. I cannot wait. They could trade Ertz, but I don't think they will. But I don't think it's a bad idea. 500. I don't know if the conspiracy theory part of my brain or if I'm crazy, but I think Andrew Luck is going to come back. Thoughts? I said it when he retired. I think you give him 2 years, he's going to want to play football again. KJ from Penn State. I like him. Second round pick. I'm all for it. If I get a guy like a Denzel Mims, I'm coming right back in a second for him. My prediction for next season is the Eagles will be 12-5, so they're going to win one playoff game and then lose one. What do the Eagles need to do now? 500. We need to get some players in here. We need to make a move. I mean, we need to get better. We haven't gotten better at all. That Super Bowl the Eagles won belongs to Nick Foles. You could say that. I mean, he won the game for it, and I'll give Foles 60% of it. But he didn't have to play all year. He didn't have to take the pounding. That was all Carson. Cashy Beats, thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. Man, Malcolm leaving really sucks for us. I know. It bothered me earlier. I went off earlier. Give us Ruggs. Yes, Ruggs. You can get the mats. We want Ruggs. That's right. Ertz probably going to want a new contract. Seeing also Hooper. Yeah, well, Ertz does want a new contract. They were already talking extension at the end of the year with Ertz. Now he's going to want to be the number one guy. And what are you going to do when Goddard's contract comes up? You're going to just let him walk? I mean, if you decide to trade Ertz, now I'm saying, right now, he's the max value you're going to get. Every year it's going to diminish. So if you're going to do it now, but get a lot. There aren't really any good corners out there for you. No. We should go after 12, 13. I think so, Cashy. We're going to have 12 or 13 wins at least next season. That I like it, offer. I hope so. The Eagles should try. No, not at all. In our D line, we got better, but we need space creators. We definitely do. Draft Randy Moss' son. Isn't he a tight end? Philly Talk Pipe, my man, still grinding. Good stuff, bro. Yeah, I'm about to get off. I keep saying that, but I don't. I'm sorry, but Nick Foles is the most overrated quarterback ever. He was doing so bad before the second half of the divisional. It took him a while. I think Nick Foles is a streaky quarterback, and I think he's a cool, calm, collective quarterback. And once he gets on a streak, he can get really, really high. He could get hot and be as good as anybody. But then he cools off, You trade Ertz after this year, and Dallas is our tight end fit. Yeah, Bubba, I mean, you definitely. Still don't understand why you let go your best secondary player. He's always healthy. Because he wanted a lot of money. I mean, look, I wouldn't have done it. I'm upset about it. I'm not happy that they did. We got 452 people. Now, if you're new, please like, please subscribe, and let's get over 400 likes. Let's get over 400. What is the website to view players? I use, there's a couple. The one I use, buddy, is called overthecap.com. That's who I use. Who would have thought Brady to Bucks? I know, never. DJ J Crush says Lamb. I agree with Lamb. I think Lane Johnson is slowing down. We need to have a good backup right tackle now or never. I think you could wait a few years. I mean, I wouldn't draft one in the first round, but if you could teach Jordan Mailata to play right tackle and he could be good, then I would do it. But I think Lane's got another 4 or 5 good years. I miss Malcolm. Me too. A third for Gurley? No, I'm not touching Gurley. With those bad knees, no. Alshon is second for Anthony Harris. Dude, you could get Anthony Harris. Minnesota said they'll give him up for a mid to late round pick. They just want some compensation for him. The problem is you got to sign him to a big contract. I would go after Anthony Harris. I'm all for that. You wouldn't even need to give up a second. Jorge, what's up, Jorge? We're going to get way younger And faster. Can't wait. I hope so. You think Malcolm retires an Eagle? No. Unfortunately, no. If we were to get Cooks or Odell Beckham Jr., would you get safety with the first pick or Ruggs? I get Ruggs. I get Ruggs. I'm pretty much committed to receiver in the first round. Like I don't want to take any chances. I don't want Howie having to make a tough decision. I just want to go for the one of the best guys and just be done with it. Win or go home, yet Dak didn't even get there with his best team ever. I know. I don't know what the Browns are asking. I don't even know if they want to trade Odell Beckham. I know he wants out. I wouldn't give up a first for Odell Beckham, but I'd give up a second. I do not want y'all to get Ruggs specifically. I know you don't. I know, because you know he's dangerous. 500, what do you think about Kirksey? Too hurt. He's hurt all the time. We don't need another hurt linebacker who's always hurt. Always hurt, but he's a good player, but I don't want to take the risk. You think we should draft a wide receiver or sign one? Both. I think we should sign one wide receiver and draft two. Did the Eagles have... Yeah, I mean, the rumor was, Kevin, that they did, but I haven't heard anything since free agency or since this period started. What do we need to trade to the 49ers to get a high first-round pick? To get that 13th pick? If you check the valuation charts, it's usually something like your first, the 21st overall, a third, a fourth, and maybe like a fifth next year, something like that. You do that, you can get to 13. We all want a wide receiver in the first round, and Howie is going to pick a defensive end. You're probably right, Bubba. All this Simmons talk, is he going before the first one wide receiver guys? Just let it go. Simmons is going top, like 7, 8. Jaylen Mills really... They said they're open to playing him at safety. I think they're just saying that. I think he goes back to corner. Ward is a beast. What if we jump the Colts? Well, it's the Niners now. That would be okay. Malcolm to Dallas would be nice. It would be horrible. We desperately need linebackers. I agree. Too bad the Eagles don't. Do you think Andrew Luck can end up in New England? Ooh, I didn't think of that. Like, talk him out of retirement. I don't know if he's still under contract with the Colts, though. Dave is going to draft some whack-ass choice who will turn up pretty solid. Probably. Philly, I got to run, but definitely get in touch with you, man. Okay, Jim. Thank you, buddy. Jeffrey for the 13th spot. Well, yeah, the Eagles would do that, but no way the Niners would. Jordan Howard time here was so weird, man. Yeah, I mean, I've never seen a guy go into a bye week and come out of it more injured than when he went in. It was weird. And then he had a stinger for 7 weeks. It's crazy. What happened? Yeah, well, I mean, originally the plan was that Lane goes to left tackle and Peters ready to go. But Lane doesn't want to play. He's comfortable right tackle. I don't think he wants to move. All right, Damian. See you, buddy. I'm intrigued to see what they will do at both outside cornerback. Me too. Watch the Eagles draft punter. Nah, they won't do that. Rhodes and Trufant, 1-year deal. What do you think? Trufant, yes. I'm going to stay away from Xavier Rhodes, to be honest with you. For Philly 500, can we please talk about drafting Sharif Miller and he got close to no snaps? But this is what I'm saying. I don't know what was up with Sharif Miller. Hopefully he'll develop into something, you know. When I think of that draft, I just keep thinking of Ortega-Whiteside in the second. When you had DK Metcalf out there, Darius Slayton out there, McLaurin out there, and it just irks me. Yeah, I agree with you. The start of the free agency has left me indifferent. I still can't believe we let Jenkins go and we didn't go after D-Hop. That's the thing that bothers me the most is the Hopkins thing. That I'm not gonna lie. Eric Allen should be a Hall of Famer, absolutely. Logan Ryan Trufant. Yeah, I like Logan Ryan Trufant. That appeals to me. Linebackers. Oh yeah, Whiteside was a waste. Absolutely. What do you think about drafting Jeff Gladney in the first round? I'm going top 3, buddy. I'm going up and getting my receivers. Philly, do you think the coronavirus is kind of a biological weapon against humanity? I think it's a I don't know if it's a weapon, but I think it was a bioengineered something out of a lab, whether for testing or whatever, and it leaked out by accident. You know. I don't think the cap things work, guys. What do you mean? There's a new sheriff in town, and he goes by the name of Mike McCarthy. Oh, please. He stinks. He only won because he had one reason why he won. Aaron Rodgers. That's it. And North Korea unleashed it to China. See what would happen. Nah, I think it just leaked out of their facility, but they don't want to tell anybody. 500. Hear me out. We trade Alshon and get some picks to the Bears and get Robbie Anderson. I don't think they would trade him. See, I don't think anybody's going to trade for Alshon because he's coming off an injury. Melvin Gordon, not much. I don't want Melvin Gordon. Too much money. You know? The Giants guy, Jason the Clapper Garrett, as offensive coordinator. Yeah, I'm not worried about that either. Discussing how we did Jank. Did him dirty 2020 like we did number. Yeah, I hear ya. Brian Dawkins was something special. You know. Yeah, Mike, I was reading all about that. Durant got Corona. Yeah, I heard that he did. Durant. Trade, slave, signed Trufant. I like that, yeah. Do I like McLeod? I mean, I like McLeod as a person. You know, he's got heart and all those, but he gets beat on a lot of big plays. But, I mean, it is what it is. Dawkins, your favorite Eagle on time? Absolutely. Yes, James. That's correct. Crazy because I got B-Dawk and Jenkins jersey in black. Yeah, that is something, you know. I don't know if Adrian Pearson is. Trey Waynes, I like Trey Waynes. I would consider him. A lot of people don't like him at all, but I think he's decent. All right, thoughts on Trey McBride? I like him. He's another Greg Ward, but faster. Yeah, I think he's probably about right. Philly, you like the Sixers, right? Well, trust the process. Our team is okay, and McLeod is starting to come back. Look, yeah, I do like the Sixers, and you know, I'm not like depressed or losing hope or anything. I'm just a little ready for something to happen, you know. But I think something will. I think Howie probably has something brewing, you know. Gary's on the Giants. Yep. Just get young. Yep. Okay, guys. So I think I'm gonna get ready to end this now. I said 5 minutes like a half hour ago, and I told my wife I was like, I'm gonna go on here for like an hour. She's like, you never go on for an hour when you say you're gonna go on. So I'm going to get going. If there's more signings or anything tonight, I'll be back. If not, I'll be streaming tomorrow for sure, probably earlier. And, you know, it'll be good. Yeah, Ref Taco, he went to your high school. That's awesome, man. Giants ain't a threat. Maybe in 2 years. Thank you, James A. Thank you, Philly. And I will talk to you guys later. With that said, let's see what happens. Take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat. See you tomorrow.